Good evening, 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 and welcome to Game Night on Saturday the 22nd of April. I hope everyone is doing well. Great to have you with us. Very well done to Ardenfets on winning Battlefront there, and many thanks to Shadowmain for that question pack, and to Colo for proofing, and speaking of Colo...
Good Stevening.
Good message from our sponsor, the Lupine One, first of all. There's so many things going on, I can't keep track of them. Speaking of Colo, though, a message from our sponsor, Colo.
Hey Royal_Flesh, I've been subbed for 32 months. Don't you know?
Well, I didn't, but I do now. Thank you very much for the 32-month sub there, Colo. And to Lupine for the 33-month sub there. Goodness gracious me. Thank you very much, both of you, for the support. Anything else come in? Well, there's something else come in. A message from our sponsor, Dragon.
Train.
And also with you. Thank you very much for the 100 bits right there. And is that everything? There was another message. Dragon also resubbing there for 10 months. Thank you very much, everybody, for the support. And yes, as I was saying, thank you very much to... DangerZone Red and Black. Yeah, it does a bit, doesn't it? I had a wedding earlier on, so undoubtedly the clothes will be removed over the course of the stream in a decent way, of course. Thank you very much to Shadowmain for that pack of Battlefront, to Colo for proofing it, and very well done to Ardenfets for winning. Thank you, Zeus. Thank you very much. Who have we got this evening? Good evening, ABB and Samster, Ardenfets and Stilgar, Yoshi and Shadowmain, Puzzle Dan and DC, Fernando and Dragon and Shapes and Matt, and a message from our sponsor, Yoshi.
Let me help.
Well, undress. Would that oh God, I've started doing a Boris Johnson impression now. I can manage, but thank you, Yoshi. Thank you for the 100 bits as well. About the Rev, Lottie Bus, Player 2, good evening, Prey and Stimson's Angle and Lupine and Mr. Vertigo, Necker Grandma, Not a Cat, and a message from our sponsor, It's Ollie.
Evening. Hope you're ready for a Purgin.
A Purgin. Thank you very much for the 29 months. Good evening to you as well, It's Sotley. And yeah, that'll be a paddling. That'll be a purging later on. Well, that will to look forward to a little later on in the stream, but thank you for the 29 months. It's Sotley. Welcome to you. Stimson's Angle, Lupine, Mr. Vertigo, Naked Grandma. Good evening, Not a Cat. Natter, Toot, Zeus, Fired, Clive, Riff, Ianyo, Pyro Pygmy, Ryan, Jack, Mark, and Adam, and anyone else who is lurking, loitering, and lingering in the stream. You're most welcome to be here. And a message from our sponsor, Puzzle Dan.
Does this stream come with the sound of a duck?
Does it come with the sound of a duck? I don't know what you mean. That's a goose. It's about as close as I get. Thank you very much for the 100 bits there, Puzzle Dan. And Mark, good evening to you. Hope you're keeping well. Sorry, the waistcoat's going because it used to fit and it doesn't anymore. And it's making me feel shame. And what else is going to make me feel shame is the fact that because I've been wearing a waistcoat, you can't see that I tied my tie in a terrible, terrible way until I take it off. Oh, hello. What does that noise mean? Was that a donate? Oh, it didn't come up in chat. Someone's donated something. I cannot see. But PayPal's going to tell me on my phone over there. Who was that for the dono there? Who did it say? Sort the tie. Okay, you're right. Well, thank you very much for the donation. I'll have a look at my phone. It'll tell me what. I know who that is. Scorecount. Thank you very much for the £5 donation. That's very kind of you. Yeah, too hot for Twitch. Da, da, da. Oh, sorry. Did it say random? Sorry, I just happened to know your name and it said on PayPal there. Sorry, I couldn't see the name. It was too small and it didn't come up in my list of words. I did not realise it was a spoiler. Now I feel bad. But we're grateful to the honourable gentleman all the same. Thank you very much. Very much appreciate it, Skullcat. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. It's Saturday night. It's time for game night. And hope you've all had a good week. I've been keeping busy. Goodness me. What's going on with the numbers? They're just going up and up. I haven't seen this many people for a while, but welcome to you all. Thank you so much for joining. It's Otley Score Count. Check your names off now. I've said hello. That hype train is still doing a thing up there, but we've got DangerZone to start with, and it is a joint effort from a message from our sponsor, Matt the Ref.
Highway to the danger zone.
Highway to the danger zone. I need that on a button. Hang on. Thank you for the 100 bits there, Matt. Very grateful to you. Can I get this on a... Oh, fast way to get the stream muted. Ah. That's what I need. I just need that on the sound deck. Anyway, I'm rabbiting on, and the evening is getting away from us. So, oh good, the numbers have settled down back to a number that I recognise. For this to Philly, not Cavilly, Philly or not Cavilly. Subtle difference between the two. Anyway, I hope you're all well. It's great to have you here. We have got DangerZone, a joint pack written by Adam and Oni. To start us off. Good fun pack. I've proved both of these tonight. Oh god, local storage is almost full. Continue using Google Drive desktop, free up space on C. Have I filled my hard drive? Shit. Let's go and have a look, shall we? Primary C, 0 bytes free. How the fuck has that happened? Shall we delete some stuff? I think we should delete some stuff. Let's order the downloads folder by size. And we'll start with whatever the hell that is, taking up all of the space. All these installers. Okay, I've got a gigabyte in installers just sitting there in the downloads folder. I should probably delete these just because, yeah, they're quite unnecessarily large. Right, there we go. Space freed up on the C drive. Come back, monitor window. Anyway, yeah, everyone had a good week? Everyone keeping well and out of trouble? Good, I've now got 3 gigabytes free. Happy. Topper, Oni, welcome to the stream. Great to have you with us, hope you're well. C Delta, yes, delete Windows.System32. That would free up some space. This Topper's going to be very upset with she bought Never Been Kissed 2001 special. Delete that type. I'm sort of missing what's going on in the chat, but it looks like you're having a great time. I'm going to open this lobby because we need to get the night underway. We are starting with DangerZone, a joint pack from Adam and Oni. And if you want to play, you need to whisper to Persephone's Twitch bot the following code: GZLK. Come and join the game. Good Zuck. Lav Kun. No, that doesn't really work, does it? Oh, he's ticked over to the other side. I always like it when we see that. So, Colourblind LVB, welcome to the stream. Great to have you here. So, yes, we've got DangerZone to start with. Then a little bit later on, we're going to have the Purge. It's a double dose of darkness and a triple dose if you... Good Zuck, Lav Khan, Royal Flush 2023, yeah, quite. Triple dose if you include Battlefront among the doses of darkness. Done in 15 minutes. What's happening in 15 minutes, Samsa? Is that possibly the thing that you were shamelessly self-promoting on your stream? Would you like to promote something, Samster? Would you like to promote something on the stream? Would you like to take this opportunity to tell us all about a thing that's happening? New days, Ben, you can do it. What, in 50 minutes? So much darkness. Tell you what, I went to see the Mario movie last night. I quite enjoyed it, actually. Played Battlefront again. So something's happening. Was it the 1% Club? Is it the 1% Club at 20 past 9 UK time? And there's a super important reason that you need to watch it. No, I don't think it's one of ours. Is it one of ours? I genuinely don't know. Exactly 51 minutes. I make sure Saps is in the final. You could just put it on in the background, Saps. You could do both. You know, there's nothing stopping you doing both. You know. Ian Toms. Who's Ian Toms? So I don't know if you're winding me up. I don't know who this person is. Or +1 on catch-up. Oh, I remember +1. ITV1 +1. These are the days. I don't know who that is. I've just Googled him. I don't know that that's actually a... Ian Beale is on it. Never seen a game show. There's lots of game shows I've never seen. There's an iPod Touch. What's an iPod Touch? Oh, how very 2004 of you, Oni. So he's got an iPod Touch, blimey. Anyway. Anyone else want to come play? I will add, this game doesn't have any time entry, so join now or you won't be able to. Choose to learn how to upgrade to an iPhone. Oh no, how to donate bits on an iPod Touch. Oh, fair enough. Right, 30 seconds. Fact. May not be, will count and may still be charged. Indeed so. Hey Siri, set a timer for 30 seconds. Or don't. Hey Siri, set a timer for 30 seconds. There we go. Right, when the timer runs out, the lobby is locked. Lucio Radio? It's my first digital one. Need my weekly quiz fix on. Well, you're very welcome, Lucio Radio. You've got about 10 seconds to join this lobby if you want to play. So enter the room code and do it in the next 5 seconds. GZLK. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt because you knew. But yeah, whisper GZLK. That's 30 seconds up. I did say I'd lock the lobby, but... yeah, I can't pronounce anyone's usernames. Lucio Radio. It was broken. I've only got a very small window for it. Radio, if you want to play, GZLK. Have to type in those letters. And you can't do it after we've started. That's about Mozart. Yeah, Mozart was born in 1756 in Salzburg, Austria, and died in 1791 in Vienna, also in Austria. He was the son of Leopold and had a younger sister called Nannerl, with whom he played many piano duets during the Mozart family tour of Europe. Around the age of 19, he became court composer to Archbishop Colloredo of Salzburg, and he set about crafting many great works, including the Masses, 27 concerti for piano, and 41 symphonies for orchestra. And now I'm struggling. I could go on, what's that show that, just a minute. I reckon I got about 30 seconds there. Brady Hader, welcome to the stream. No, I can't tell you about JS Park. I don't know anything about that. Right, Radio, I'm going to lock the lobby because I did say 30 seconds. It's about a minute and a half now. Vivaldi, Hero of Gloria, and some seasons. So, I reckon I could do just a minute on Mozart. Right, 5, 4, 3. That's just from our sponsor, Jack Wilfred. 2, 1.
Hi Ben, I have very difficult question for you. Bow ties, cool or very cool?
Bow ties? I think bow ties are cool. I do wear them when I'm doing posh concerts and very occasionally to a wedding. But yes, cool. Right, that's time up. Let's get on with the game. 31 players in, and we go to round number 1. What's the show called? Only Connect. Yes, I have. And there we go, moving on. Right, we start with round 1, which is Aspie's words of the day. In this round, there are 5 questions. Each of them is a sort of word-related question. Jack. And you've got to give me the answer. There'll be 4 options to each question. The faster you answer, the more points you get if you are correct. Whispering M after you have submitted will double the points. Whispering N before you've answered will nerf the question and give you exactly 15 points in this round. Half the number of players in the lobby rounded down. Faster you answer, the more points you get. So the first to answer correctly gets 31, then 30, then 29. If you're incorrect, you don't get any points. And at the end of the round, the players in the danger zone, that is the lowest 6 scoring players, will be eliminated from the game. You can use either help once per round, but not both. And they are refreshed at the start of each subsequent round if you can survive. But you don't get any helps in the boneyard, which is where you go when you are eliminated. Try and stay out of that danger zone at all times. It will affect your score later on in the game, even if you're not eliminated. But by absolute importance, Don't be in the danger zone at the end of question 5. Whispering your answers to Persephone's Twitch bot ABCD or 1234 also accepted. Don't type anything in public chat because your answer will not be processed by the game and likely will be deleted by a moderator. Good luck to you all. Starting with a round from Adam, it's Aspie's Words of the Day. Question number 1. Let's play Danger Zone. And we start with a zabuton is a cushion used for sitting or kneeling on the floor in which Asian country? Japan, Thailand, China or South Korea? It's Japan is what we wanted there. Let me look one up because I don't have any notes for you. It's a traditional, it's sort of like a sitting futon. Cushion that is commonly used in a traditional Japanese setting. A is what we wanted. Clive was fastest, Dan was second, BC third, Fernando fourth, and Zeus was fifth. Few helps being used there. Number of multipliers. Fernando, Shapes, 2, Ianyo, Zeus, Dragon, Clive, and BC. All multiplying on that question, and everyone who played a multiplier was also correct. Very well done. Lots of points going out there. Nice to see a big sea of green. Let's reorder the board. Clive straight up to the top, BC's in second, and Fernando is in third. So plenty of helps available. 6 players in the danger zone, but 4 questions to get out of there. Let's go on. Question number 2. Io is an active volcano on which planet of the solar system? Jupiter, Mercury, Saturn, or Neptune? I've always pronounced it Io, but I've never quite been sure. I hope it's right. But yes, it is a volcano on... It's actually, it's not. It's a moon of the planet Jupiter. I'm not quite sure how I've managed to let that slip through proofing. It's a moon of Jupiter, unless it is also a volcano. Let me just double check this. Oh, hang on. Let me just double check that. Io. A large volcanically active moon. Yeah, sorry, I've let that slip through. That's my bad. Yeah, it is a moon of Jupiter rather than a volcano. Sorry, I've just sort of seen the word Jupiter and the word Io and obviously not proofed that thoroughly enough. But it was, Jupiter is what we were after there. It's on the moon of Jupiter. And who was fastest there? Mark was fastest, Zeus second, Jack was third, Ianyo fourth, and Pyropygmy was fifth. Jack, Pyro, Stilgar, and Mark all activating multipliers there and all correct for double points. Let's reorder the board. Sorry about that small error creeping in there. Provide Prey, Brand New Halo, Lotibus, Mr. Vertigo, and Shadowbane currently in the danger zone. Zeus at the top, leading BC by a single point, and who is 2 ahead of Mark, 84, 83, 81, as we go on to question number 3. I don't apologise to those who hated astronomy, Adam. Apologise for the question being wrong. Quiviant is the woolly undercoat of which animal used in making fabrics? Ox, sheep, dog, or rabbit? It's ox. Ox is the answer. Puzzle Down was fastest. Clive was second. Shadowbane third. Lupine fourth. Toot was fifth. Matt, Ardenfetz, and Mr. Vertigo nerfing for the flat rate of 15 on that one. Puzzle Dan using a multiplier, and what's correct? Doubling up to 62 points. Big score there. 31 is the set as the fastest to answer, getting the maximum available points. Very well done there, Puzzle Dan. Yeah, let's reorder the board. Still got a standard danger zone size. Colorblind, Fired, Mr. Vertigo, Prey, Brand New Halo, and Lotibus are all in there at the moment. Ryan is just 4 points clear of the danger zone at the moment. Still a smattering of players with helps left. Toot goes to the top with 93. Clive and Dan are in tied second with 92. Pyro, Pygmy, and Zeus in tied third with 84. Let's go on to question number 4. Clarsach is an ancient Irish and Scottish version of which stringed instrument? Is it a violin, a harp, a guitar, or a double bass? That would be a harp. So it is. Matt the Ref was fastest, Dan was second, Fernando third, Mark was fourth, and Jack was fifth. 2 nerfs being played there, Stimson's Angle and Ryan for the flat rate of 15, and 3 multipliers, Sapster, Prey, and It's Sotley all of whom were correct apart from Prey. Oh, Prey! Multiplying, that's a lot of a help there. Doubling up on a wrong answer still gives you 0, unfortunately. Well done, everyone else who got that one right. Let's reorder the board. Puzzle Dan moves into the lead with 122. Jack and Mark tied in second with 109. BC in third but with 108. Just ahead of Fernando on 107. We've got a tie in the Danger Zone. Kolo and Ryan both on 41. 2 points clear at the top of the Danger Zone, but only a point behind Natter, who's only a point behind Colourblind, and a point behind Stimson, who's a point behind Shadow. So with the question to go, this could still go any which way. I don't want to make the call as to how it could do. Let's see what question 5 brings. Good luck. Have a look at this. Ramaji is a system for writing which language using the Latin alphabet? Maori, Greek, German, or Japanese? And it comes full circle with the answer to question 5 being almost the same as the answer to question 1. Japanese. Yes, Ramaji is the system that we use for writing Japanese in the traditional Latin alphabet. Clive was fastest, Mark was second, Jack was third, Fide was fourth, and Ianyo was fifth. Oh, big 5 points from Fide there, because he's also played a multiplier. Remember, use your helps or lose them. Nice to see almost everyone has used their helps in this round. AB Me, Fired, Lupine, Colourblind, Riff, and Natter all multiplying there, and all of them correct. And Shadowbane playing the nerf for the flat rate of 15. Let's see who's going to be in the Danger Zone at the end of this round as we reorder the board. We have got a standard size, and unfortunately that means we are going to be losing those 6 players. Over at the other end, Lupine and Mark finish top with 139, Jack finishes second with 138, and BC finishes third with 128. You 3 will get a little boost going into the next round, which you'll be very grateful to receive, I'm sure, because everyone else's points who survive will be reset to 0, but you will be joined in the next round by Yanyo, Clive, Puzzle Dan, AB Me, Toot, Itzotli, Fernando, Pyro Pygmy, Zeus, Samster, Fired Shapes, Colourblind, Riff, Dragon, Stilgar, Natter, Unfit, Matt, Shadowbane, and Ryan. Very well played. We will see you in round 2. However, unfortunately, Stimson's Angle, Cola, Mr. Vertigo, Prey, Brand New Halo, and Lotibus fallen at the first hurdle, I'm afraid. You can carry on in the Boneyard without helps. There is still a Boneyard medal available if you can finish with the most questions correct at the end of the game, but unfortunately it is the end of the round. You are in the Danger Zone, which means we have to say goodbye. And Kolo becoming the first king of the Boneyard. The Boneyard all very conveniently over there on the right-hand side for this round. Scores have been reset. Lupine and Mark start with a boost of 12, Jack on 8 and BC on 6 as we go on to round number 2. Which is called Oni Presents the 5 Stages of Grief. And a great big noise means that we have had a follow. Thank you very much for that follow. Person who just followed, whose name I can't see. Is there a follow thing here? Diva Raider was the donation I've just seen there. And a message from our sponsor, Jack Wilfred.
Rip Paul O'Grady. My family used to watch For the Love of Dogs, and the only way I could bear it was by imagining that Paul had no permission to film in Battersea and he broke in every week. It didn't help.
Thank you very much for the 100 bits there, Jack Wilfred. And yes, indeed, rest in peace, Paul O'Grady. Ibarra1, thank you very much for that follow. Most grateful to you. Hey, we're pretty close to 1,000 now. What are we, 980? I refresh that. It'll update, maybe. 981, 19 away. Tell your friends. And yeah, rest in peace, Barry Humphries, who died today? Is it this morning? Is it this morning? I think it was this morning or yesterday. Anyway, let's move on to round number 2. Oni presents the 5 stages of grief. Oni was compelled to write this category following the decision for his local to start charging $5.20 for a pint of Estrella. Good lord, $5.20. That's a bargain for Estrella. You come down the south, you're lucky to get change out of £7 these days. Anyway, so you'll get a question on each of the 5 stages of grief. Once again, 4 options, and the 6 players in the lowest scoring position come the end of the round will be eliminated, as the Danger Zone claims another 6 players. All of your helps have been instated. A nerf will give you a flat rate of 12 points for this round. Multiply once again will double the points if you are correct. No points, of course, if you multiply on an incorrect answer. And 25 points to the fastest player to answer. And a message from our sponsor, Lewis T1. Hello, Lewis.
Okay, if I don't get it together, Clive Myrie won't have any questions to ask. Hi, Ben.
Well, quite. Hi, Lewis. Hope you're keeping well. Thank you for the 100 bits there, mate. Hope you're well. Right, on we go. Round number 2 only presents the 5 stages of grief. Good luck to the remaining 25 and the players in the boneyard. Let's play Danger Zone. Starting with Denial. The 2 tributaries of the Nile River, the Blue Nile and the White Nile, converge together in which capital cities? Khartoum, Cairo, Juba or Kampala? Tricky question to start with. Khartoum is the answer. It's the capital of the Sudan, is what the Khartoum is. Is what Khartoum the city is. Despite really being really bloody long, the Nile is actually one of the smallest rivers in terms of flow over the course of a year. So there you go. Mark was fastest, Toot was second, Shapes was third, Samster fourth, Colourblind was fifth. A number of multipliers being played here. Toot, Shadowmane, Stilgar, Mark, Dragon and Ryan all playing multipliers. Provide has nerfed for the flat rate of 12. We've got a few wrong answers on multipliers there. Mark and Toot were correct, but Stilgar and Dragon and Ryan and Shadowmane were all incorrect, unfortunately. So that is a lost help. Gonna have your work cut out to try and catch up. Let's move on rapidly to question number 2. After we've reordered the board. De facto Danger Zone size, which is rather big. We will hopefully resolve that tie before the end of question number 5. But yes, if you are, that does count if you are in orange as an appearance in the Danger Zone, even if we don't have a standard size. So that will count against you in the end game as and when we get there, if you can get there as well. For now, let's go on to question number 2. Panned by critics, St. Anger was a 2003 album released by which metal band? Metallica, Anthrax, Slayer or Megadeth? It was a Metallica album. When even people who aren't drum techies know your album for having a snare drum that sounds like crap, you know you've made a bad album. Is what Oni's got to say on that. Quite a few players getting it right. Shapes was fastest, Toot second, ABME third, Zeus was fourth, and BC was fifth. Again, a smattering of helps being used there. Multipliers from ABME, Samster, Fernando, Shapes, Puzzle Dan, and it's Sotley. Nerfs from Matt the Ref and Arden Fetz picking up the flat rate of 12. Most players who played a multiplier were correct on that one, but Puzzle Dan unfortunately was not. That is a lost help, and it's not going to do you any good. Let's reorder the board. And Shapes jumps into the lead with 73. Toot in second with 72. Samster and Mark tied up in third with 62. Still got a de facto Danger Zone size. We've got one player too many in there. Hopefully we can lose a player from there in due course. Fingers on keyboards, gang. Let's go to question number 3. Bargaining. In the most recent series of the Antiques game show Bargain Hunt, the teams are given how much money each to spend on items? 400, 300, 500 or £200? Ooh, that's a lot of red there. Zeus was fastest, Mark second, BC third, Lupine fourth, Shadowmane was fifth. Clive and Natter choosing to multiply, both of them incorrect on that one. Colourblind using the nerf for the flat rate of 12. Answer's 300. When the show was originally launched in 2000, the teams were given £200, with £500 being given on the Prime Time series. It was launched between 2002 and 2004. I feel incredibly old and incredibly dour for knowing this, but when you work from home and you have a retired dad in the next room over, this is what you get. Yes, the first series was 200, but it was recently upgraded to 300, probably to reflect the cost of living crisis. Let's reorder the board. See what that does to the scores. Mark jumps up to the top with 86. Shapes now in second with 73, and Toot in third with 72. Smattering of help still available, and we have got a standard Danger Zone size of 6, containing Iyanyo, Natter, Pyro Pygmy, Clive Dragon, and Puzzle Dan. They've got 2 questions to get out of there, and 2 of them have still got helps. Let's go on to question number 4. Depression. In which year was the Wall Street crash that allegedly sparked the Great Depression? 29, 28, 26 or 27? 1929 was the answer. Fairly staple trivia knowledge for you here. There's some debate as to whether the crash of October 29 really was the instigator of the Great Depression or merely was a separate event, but I'm nowhere near that boring enough to debate it, is what Odie says. Who was fastest there? Mark was first, Zeus was second, Jack third, Matt was fourth, and Toot was fifth. 3 multipliers from Zeus, BC, and Riff. No, I beg your pardon, not all of them correct. Zeus and Riff correct. BC was not, so losing that help there. There are 4 players with unused helps going into question number 5 as we reorder the board. Mark still in the lead with 111, Zeus with 95, Toot in third with 93. Dan, Clive, Dragon, Ianyo, Nata, and Pyro Pygmy, you are all in the danger zone with 1 question to get out of there. Shadowbane, a couple of points clear of Puzzle Dan. I wouldn't rest on your laurels just yet, especially since Ianyo and Pyro have got those helps available. Good luck. Here is question number 5. Hit that iceberg. Hope for 2029. Acceptance. Sachin Littlefeather delivered whose acceptance speech for Best Actor at the 1973 Academy Awards following the winner's refusal? Laurence Olivier, Michael Caine, Marlon Brando, Peter O'Toole. It was Brando. He won for playing Vito Corleone in The Godfather. Brando refused out of respect for the treatment of Native Americans in Hollywood. Pyro Pygmy was fastest there. Clive was second, Toot was third, Mark was fourth, and Jack was fifth. Ooh, this could be interesting. With Fets and Shadow getting this one wrong, they may slip into the danger zone because there's some big points behind them. Dan and Dragon sadly will be eliminated because they're in the danger zone and wrong on question 5. Multipliers from Jack, Pyro, and Ianyo. All 3 of them were correct. And Lupine playing a nerf for the flat rate of 12. Let's find out what happens as we reorder the board. Oh, how interesting. We've got a tie. We'll come to that in just a moment. But at the end of that round, Mark is in the lead with 133, Toots in second with 116, and Samsa is in third with 100. You 3 will get a little boost going into round number 3. And you'll be joined there by Zeus, Riff, Shapes It, Sotley, AB Me, Fernando, Jack, BC, Pyro Pygmy, Colorblind, Lupine, Ryan, Clive, Ianyo, and Stilgar, whose points will all be reset to 0. You will not be joined by Ardenfett, Shadowmane, Puzzle Dan, Nata, and Dragon, who sadly are going to be eliminated and sent to the boneyard, but you will be joined by one of either Fired or Matt the Ref, both on 34, a tie at the top of the danger zone. I'm afraid for you two, we can only lose 6, and so you're going to settle it the old-fashioned way. It's time for a danger zone tiebreak. Tiebreaker. So, Fired and Matt the Ref, nerfs and multipliers are inactive, you both use them anyway. You will be given a question and you need to answer in the form of a whole number without punctuation, that is an integer. So no commas, full stops, decimal points or anything like that. The answer will be a whole number. Whoever is closest to the correct answer will retain their score of 34. Whoever is further away will lose a point, drop to 33 and become the final player eliminated in round 2. This is only for Fired and Matt. Very best of luck to you both. Here is your tiebreak question. How many windows are there at the Palace of Versailles? Started counting, it's definitely more than 2. Fired's in. And Matt is in. Fired's gone for 3,050. Matt has gone for 1,044. Quite a disparity between them. I mean, Palace of Versailles is quite big. Nata thinks 23,000. Whoever's closest will stay in the game. Whoever's further away will be eliminated. The correct answer is... 2,143. It is Fired, who is apparently closer. What did you say? 1,000 and... Is it 3,050 and 1,050? There wasn't a lot in it, put it that way. 2,143. I can't remember what you said. Someone will have to go back and check the VOD. There can't have been more than about 100 in the difference there. I can't remember what you said. I'm going to trust that the logic is correct. That, unfortunately, it does mean that you have dropped. Thank you to whoever wrote that tiebreaker question, by the way. Very nice. Matt, you have dropped into the danger zone. Unfortunately, you're going to be out of the game. Provided you live to fight another day, your points will be reset to 0 in a minute. But unfortunately, Matt the Ref, Ardenfet, Shadowmane, Puzzle Dan, Natter, and Dragon, it is the end of the round. You are in the danger zone. You said 1,044, so you are 1,103 away. Fide said 3,050, I think. So, yeah, slightly closer. Wasn't much in it, though. Anyway, Matt, Ardenfet, Shadowmane, Puzzle Dan, Natter, and Dragon, it is the end of the round. You are in the danger zone, which means we have to say goodbye. Into the boneyard they go, but the game goes on. Colo still king of the boneyard. 7 questions correct out of 10. Mark starting with 9 in this round. Toot with 6. Samster with 4. Everyone else getting a reset down to 0. We're going to lose another 6 players in this round. We will be losing 7 in the last round before the final. So 6 in this round and 7 in the next, which will leave us with 6 players in the final. Passing the baton back to Adam as we go to round number 3, which is Aspie's Food Pyramid of Facts. Same rules as before. 5 questions. Whoever's in the danger zone at the end of question 5 will be eliminated from the game. M to multiply to double your points. N to nerf, giving you a flat rate of 9 in this round. You can use either help once, but not both. They will be reset at the end of the round, so use them or lose them. So, not much else to report. All questions relate to the layers of the food pyramid in some way or other. Right. If you're ready, fingers on buzzers, good luck to you all. It's Aspie's Food Pyramid of Fact. Let's play Danger Zone. Starting with, what solution is used to test for the presence of carbohydrates like starch? Sudan 3, burette, iodine, or Benedict? Out your GCSE science textbooks, it's iodine. BC was fastest, Fernando second, Samster third, Jack was fourth. I'm glad to see Samster as the high school science teacher did get that one right. Jack was fourth and Pyro was fifth. 4 multipliers being used. Samster, Pyro, Stilgart and BC, all of them correct, doubling their points. And yeah, when iodine is added to a starch, it turns from brown to blue-black. Science! Let's reorder the board. We've got a standard danger zone size right off the bat. Other members of the faculty, it's Sotley not doing so well on that question. He's going to stick to maths, I think. He is in the danger zone along with AB, me, Lupine, Zeus, Clive and Provide. Samson and BC up at the top with 38. Pyro is in second with 13. Stilgars in third with 20. Everyone else has still got a help available. Let's go to question number 2. Thank you, Mr. Wizard. What's that from? That's a line from a film and I can't remember what. Which of these electrolytes are bananas highest in? Potassium, sodium, phosphate or magnesium? What's it from? Thank you, Mr. Wizard. Is it Independence Day or something? I feel like it's a line Will Smith says. Oh, nice to see you. Almost all green on that one. Certainly in the main game we are all green. The answer is potassium. Toot fastest, Zeus second, Shapes third, Mark fourth, AB Me was fifth. Educational show on Nickelodeon and the... Oh, was it? It's also a line from a film. I can't remember which, so it'll come to me. Shapes, Zeus, Mark, Fired, Lupine, Clive, and Orion, all using a multiplier on that one, doubling up their points. And Lupine, you would have been better off to nerf that one. You'd have got 1 extra point if you'd nerfed instead of multiplying, such as the nature of a question where lots of people get it right. Sometimes a nerf can be more powerful than a multiplier if you're a bit slow to answer and lots of people get it right. But that's how the game goes. Let's reorder the board. Ryan, Fired, AB, Me, Colourblind, Lupine, and it's Sotley all in the danger zone at the moment. BC on top with 51. Mark's got 50. Shapes has got 48. Let's go on. Question 3. What is the primary vegetable of a moussaka? Pepper, aubergine, mushroom, or moche too? The Matrix. It's a line in The Matrix. He calls up Tank and he says, Mr. Wizard, get me the hell out of here. That's what I'm thinking of. Aubergine was the answer. Greek dish, I believe, moussaka. My wife had a lot when we went to Santorini. Lupine was fastest, Zeus second, Samson was third, Shapes fourth, and Toot was fifth. 4 multipliers being played there. Fernando, Toot, It's Sotley, and Colourblind. All of them correct, all of them getting more points than they would have done had they nerfed. We'll do just a minute a bit later on. That could be a fun game. I'll do a version of just a minute. No, I can't make games anymore. Boo. Anyway, yes, all correct apart from Stilgar there. Let's reorder the board, see what happens. We've got a tie, Riff and Ryan. Tied in the danger zone with 23, just a point clear of both Colorblind and Stilgar, who are both on 22. 2 questions yet to go, though, so it's still early days. 4 players with unused helps in the main game. 2 with a lead of 68, Shapes in second with 64, Sapster in third with 63. Very close amongst the top 5, and still a lot to play for. It's very tight in the danger zone between 23 and 18 for 7 players there. Let's go on. Question number 4. Which of these is not classified as a flatfish? Flounder, Dover sole, salmon, turbot. But Riff using, the remaining players with helps, all but Riff using up a multiplier, all of them correct there. Mark, the only player to get that one wrong. It's a salmon. It's classified as a round fish, not a flatfish. Clive was fastest, Toot was second, Fernando third, BC fourth, and Jack was fifth. ABB, Jack, and Ianyo playing multipliers there and getting it right. Let's reorder the board. With 1 question to go. Ooh, this is interesting. 6 players in the danger zone. Ryan, Colorblind, Stilgar, Riff, Fired, and It's Sotley. Riff with a help available. Toots at the top with 86, BC with 78, Shapes in third with 75. Lupine just 2 points clear of the danger zone. Still a lot to play for. Good luck. Here is question number 5. What flavour of Walker's crisps are you eating if the bag is coloured blue? Salt and vinegar, roast chicken, prawn cocktail, or cheese and onion? Apologies to any American friends here. The British Walkers uses green salt and vinegar, whilst Lay's does it the other way round. I would never eat cheese and onion crisps. I think they're disgusting. But salt and vinegar and prawn cocktail on brand. Yeah, cheese and onion are blue. Zeus was fastest, Samster second, Jack third, Toot fourth, and It's Sotley was fifth. Riff, we only player left with a help using his multiplier and getting it right. Let's see what that does to the scores. We know we're going to lose Colorblind, Stilgar, and Fired. As to anyone else, it's anyone's guess. Let's reorder the board. Ianyo just clings on, 2 points clear of the danger zone and does live to fight another day. Toot finishes on top with 102, Zeus in second with 87, Samster and Fernando and Shapes in a 3-way tie for third place with 83. You 5 will get a little boost going into the next round, and you'll be joined there by Jack, BC, Mark, Pyro, Clive, Riff, Lupine and Ianyo. Very well done. You are through to round 4 of Danger Zone. However, unfortunately, AB, me, Ryan, It's Sotley, Colorblind, Stilgar and Fired. It is the end of the round. You are in the danger zone, which means we have to say goodbye. Colo hanging on to his crown, though by dint of being later alphabetically, It's Sotley moves to the top of the boneyard. Both of them with a crown and 12 questions correct out of 15. Not a bad performance from the pair. Can they cling on to that crown and take the boneyard medal at the end of the game? We move on to round number 4, which is Oni's French Fancies. Pop on the Meline Farmer Records and top up your Chateauneuf du Pop. We're doing a quick hop over the Manche for the next bit. French Fancies. Toot starting with 6, Zeus with 4, Samster, Fernando and Shapes with 3. And everyone else on 0. And of those, only 1 is not in the danger zone on 0 points, because we are going to lose 7 players at the end of this round to leave 6 in the final. So more than half of you will be eliminated. Once again, your helps have been refreshed. M to multiply after submitting your answer for double points. N to nerf for a flat rate of 6 points in this round. That's half the remaining players rounded down. Best of luck to you all. Fingers on keyboards. Round 4 is Oni's French Fancies. Let's play Danger Zone. Which of these is not a mother sauce according to the works of Auguste Escoffier? Velouté, Suprême, Béchamel, Espagnol. It's Suprême. Not quite sure of the pronunciation. Clive was fastest, BC second, Samster third, Zeus fourth, Lupine was fifth. Samster, Fernando, Toot, Lupine, Clive, and BC all multiplying on that and all correct, getting double points. This is going to be very interesting. 5 mother sauces are the 5 basic sauces of French cooking, of which all other sauces use a base. Sauce supreme, as you might have on chicken, uses a velouté sauce as a base, a velvety broth-based sauce with the addition of cream. I know bechamel is used in lasagna. That's my knowledge of fine French cuisine ends, and lasagna's Italian, so yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. I can do a buttery biscuit base when I'm doing a cheesecake, for sure. Let's reorder the board. Wow, what a change around. Clive into the lead at 26, Samson's in second with 25, BC in third at 24, Toot on 20, Lupine 18, Fernando 15, Zeus of 14 is in the danger zone, but notably all the players in the danger zone have got their helps, all the players out have used them. This is not over by a damn sight. We've got 4 questions to go. Let's go to question number 2. The first Winter Olympics were held in France in 1924. In which town was it hosted? Albertville, Grenoble, Chamonix, or Annecy? Annecy, possibly. Chamonix. Oh, however the bloody hell you pronounce it. Grenoble hosted the 1968 Winter Olympics. Albertville in 1992. Annecy has bid for the 2018 Games. Became last against Munich and the eventual hosts Pyeongchang. Chamonix was the correct answer rather. Fernando was fastest, BC second, Mark third, Clive fourth, Shapes was fifth, Zeus, Mark and Riff using multipliers and all correct for double points. Well played. Let's reorder the board. Oof! Big swings. Samster dropping straight into the danger zone, or rather a danger zone tie with Mark, both of them on 25, but with 3 questions to go. I wouldn't read too much into that just yet. 4 players in the danger zone still with helps available. BC and Clive leading the pack with 36, Zeus has 30, Fernando has 28, just a point ahead of Toot on 27, and then you're into the danger zone. This could be brutal. Let's go on. Question number 3. Hovering over the pause button in case pausing doesn't work, it should be fine. It is. When it's midday in France, what time is it in French Guiana? 10 a.m, 8 a.m, 7 a.m, or 9 a.m? Oh! Everyone wrong apart from Anyo. It's 8 a.m. France is UTC +1. French Guiana is UTC -3. Back temporarily from the boring movie. Hello, Topper. What's the boring movie? What's the boring movie that you're watching? Hope you're well. Yeah, French Guiana is UTC -3. So if you have +1 and -3, you're going to end up 4 hours behind. So 4 hours behind midday would be 8 a.m. And it has paused correctly, which is nice. Was it Matrix? Over the hedge, it was fine. Oh, I've not seen. I think I've seen bits of it when drunk as a student. I've not seen that thing all the way through though. Just Anyo getting that one right for 13 points. No helps being used there either. Let's reorder the board. And Anyo goes yeet up to the top of the danger zone, but still very much in the danger zone. Oh, a nerf there, a multiplier there, Ianyo. That would have sent you all the way up to the top of the board into second place. But for now, Mark and Samster are still tied at the top of the danger zone, and the rest of the scores more or less the same. Just Ianyo moving up the pack a bit. Let's go on to question number 4. Which of these French vinicultural terms refers to the sweetest wine? Extra sec, brut, demi-sec, or sec? Why am I drinking during Over the Hedge? Because it was... I was 19, is what you did when at uni. Oh! Demisec. Mark, the only one to get that one right there. Plus 13. It's going to take him out of that tiebreak. Jack going for a multiplier, but incorrect. Demisec was the answer. It translates to semi-dry, referring to wines that contain 32 to 50 grams of sugar per litre. Wines over 50 grams are known as doux, literally sweet. Extra sec, so demi-sec is half dry, sec is dry, extra sec is extra dry, and brut is like really dry. It's like what Prosecco is. So yeah, it's 2 questions in a row. Only one player's got them right. They don't even drink. Oh yeah, drinking's a great idea. In moderation. All things in moderation. Hashtag please drink responsibly. Let's reorder the board. And Mark shooting straight up to the top there with 38 points. Going into the lead ahead of BC and Clive on 36 and Zeus still in third with 30. Samson now in an official Danger Zone slot, but just 2 points behind Toot. We've got one question left and 3 players with helps, all of them in the Danger Zone. Ianyo, Shapes, and Pyro Pygmy are going to be hoping for some big points here. It is still open to everyone apart from Pyro Pygmy by the looks of it. Pyro Pygmy, even with a maximum score of 26, it's not going to be enough to surpass Toot's 27. So even with the correct answer first and a multiplier, you're only going to get to the top of the Danger Zone at best. So Pyro is out at this point, but everyone else wide open, especially that gap around the Danger Zone. In fact, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think Riff is out as well because you can only get 13. Jack can force a tie with Toot, and everyone else is wide open. So let's see what happens. Question number 5. Good luck. Only one French club has ever won the UEFA Champions League. Which of these is it? Monaco, Lyon, Marseille, Paris Saint-Germain. Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain. Do a phonetic British pronunciation. Bienvenue à Marseille was the answer. They've done it. I think they've done it a couple of times. The other 3 have reached semi-finals before in the past decade, but Marseille are the only French winners, beating AC Milan 1-0. They've only done it once. AC Milan 1-0 in the 92-93 final, the first under the Champions League name. Toot was fastest, Zeus was second, Shapes was third, Ianyo fourth, Lupine was fifth. Multipliers from Shapes, Pyro, and Ianyo. Pyro was wrong with that multiplier, but was out anyway. Ianyo and Shapes were correct. Samson was wrong, which means we are going to be losing Samson and Riff and Pyro, plus 4 others. Which 4? Clive, BC, and Mark in the top 3, all getting it wrong. Are they safe? Let's find out as we reorder the board. Oh! No, they're not! Mark was just by skin of teeth. You've cleared it by 2 points, but those 2, BC and Clive, who were in tied second, have dropped down to make a tiebreaker in the Danger Zone 36, and so for the 3rd time this game we have got an end of round tiebreaker. Ianyo and Zeus are into the final with 42, as is Toot with 40, Shapes with 39, and Mark with 38. You won't get a boost in the next round. Your start scores are calculated by the number of questions you've got right minus the number of times you've appeared in the Danger Zone, so it could be any which way depending how well you've performed up until now. We're going to lose Fernando, Lupine, Samson, Jack, Riff, and Pyro, and one of either BC or Clive. Is it the 2nd tiebreaker or is it the 3rd tiebreaker? Maybe it is only the 2nd. Maybe I'm going mad. But BC and Clive, you're both on 36. It's time for the Danger Zone tiebreaker. It is only the 2nd, okay. I know we only have 6 left at the start, so we're going to have 4. Might need some more tiebreaker questions at some point. Nurse and multipliers are inactive. So, BC and Clive, once again, answer as a number, no decimals, punctuations, commas, spaces, just a number. Whoever is closest retains 36. Whoever's furthest away drops a point and is eliminated. Good luck to you both. Here's your Danger Zone tiebreaker. What is the capacity of Lord's Cricket Ground? Both players in very quickly. Enough. BC going for 55,000. Clive going for 16,000. That's a pretty disparate range. Let's see who was closest. I have a feeling it's closer to 55,000. But I might be wrong. It's not relativity. It doesn't tell us the midpoint. I can't work it out in my head. Midpoint's going to be around, what, 40k? No, that can't be right. 35k. 35 and a half? 35 and a half sounds about right. The correct answer, 35.5, thank you, Shapes, is... Oh! I was wrong, 31-1. And it's Clive who's closest, just clinching it. BC just shooting a bit too high. Clive is closest with his 16,000 guess there. 31,100 is the capacity. Such a sus. It was about 16,000 off. Remotely sus. but it is enough to eke through. Bad luck, BC. You have dropped into the danger zone, and you joined Fernando, Lupine, Samster, Jack, Riff, and Pyro, who after a great game, Pyro dropping down to -1, because everyone in the danger zone loses a point. That's how the logic works. Because otherwise you could potentially end up in an infinite loop where you have an infinite number of tiebreakers. There was a good reason when I first implemented it. That's why you're a -1, Pyro. But from now on, it's only about questions correct. You 7, a great performance, but unfortunately, it is the end of the round. You are in the danger zone, which means we have to say goodbye. And the Boneyard breaks, but it will fix itself in just a minute. Colo and Riff, currently kings of the Boneyard, with 16 out of 20 questions correct. And we come to our danger zone final, which, as always, is general knowledge. Multipliers and nerfs are inactive in this round, and you start with the number of questions you've got right minus the number of times you've been in the danger zone. There is a Boneyard medal available for the highest scorer in the Boneyard, and a gold, silver, and bronze available for our top 3. Toot has the advantage, a 4-point advantage over Mark, who is on 12. Shapes and Zeus both tied in third on 10. Ianyo has 6, and Clive has got 4. You 6 are our Danger Zone finalists. 5 questions stand between you and eternal glory. The very best of luck to you all. Let's play Danger Zone. In the context of photography, what does the I of ICM stand for? Intrusive, incognito, Inca, or intentional? Intentional, as in intentional camera movement. Just the 2 getting it right. Ianyo for 6, Toot for 5. Intentional camera movement. Let's reorder the board. Oops, if I focus on the right window, that would help. Ianyo shooting up into joint second with Mark. Toot with a very strong lead of 21, 9 points clear, but there are still 24 points available in this round, so it's not over yet. Ianyo and Mark in tied second, Shapes and Zeus in tied third, and Clive in fourth with 4. Colo and Riff tied at the top of the Boneyard. Let's go on to question 2. Which US state is Camp David, the country retreat of the US President? North Carolina, Virginia, Delaware, or Maryland? Quite a few getting this one right. Maryland is the answer. First used in 1938, Camp David was to be the site of the 2020 G7 summit. However, it was 2020, and you know what happened there. Clive was fastest, Toot was second, Zeus was third, Shapes was fourth. Mark and Ianyo missing out on that one. Let's reorder the board. Toot with a big lead. Still 18 points up for grabs, but he is starting to run away, but it is very close in the run for second at the moment. 14, 13, 12, 12, 10. Zeus, Shapes, Ianyo, Mark and Clive respectively. Riff now takes the Boneyard crown for his own. AB Me, Itsotley and Colo all in tied second with 16. Let's go on to question number 3. The original soundtrack of which of these films was not composed by Thomas Newman? 1917, American Beauty, The Green Mile, Plunkett and McLean. Wow, everybody getting that one wrong. Every single player in the game, a full sausage question, Boneyard and all. Plunkett and McLean was the answer. That was Craig Armstrong who produced the soundtrack of that one. And that was the only one of the 3 that I hadn't heard of. I did know American Beauty was Thomas Newman. I would have probably guessed The Green Mile was. 1917 I didn't know. In fact, Plunkett McLean is the only film I haven't heard of, but I have also seen the other 3. 1917, really good. It's done ostensibly all done in one take. I think it's just the magic of cinema that does it, but it's really worth your time, 1917. A lot of famous faces in it too. American Beauty and The Green Mile, also excellent films. Plunkett McLean I hadn't heard of, and it was composed by Craig Armstrong. We can reorder the board, but it's not going to change. All the scores are exactly the same with 2 questions to go, 12 points available. The best that Zeus can do is hope to force a tie with Toot. Toot, you need to get 1 question right at any point in the next 2, and you will take the gold medal for your own, but the race is still on for second place. Let's go on to question number 4. Alex Richards, no, not this one, is the child of a guitarist in which rock band? The Who, Creedence Clearwater Revival, the Rolling Stones, or Led Zeppelin? That would be the Rolling Stones. Youngest daughter of Keith Richards. Alexandra Richards is a model and DJ. Also, Keith Richards' favourite food is shepherd's pie. I bloody despise shepherd's pie. I love a shepherd's pie. I mean, it's... Meg's does a really good shepherd's pie. You haven't lived till you've had one of Meg's shepherd's pies. It's good. Clive was fastest there. Toot was second, which means he does win the game. Mark was third for 4. Let's reorder the board. Oh, look at this. We've got a 3-way triple action, triple threat crown between Sotley, Cola and Riff with 1 question to go. That's where a lot of this drama is going to be between those 3. We could have a 3-way split on the Boneyard King. It's Toot who's got the gold medal of the game, almost twice as many points as players in second. Mark and Clive both on 16. Tied for the silver at the moment. Zeus currently looking for the bronze, but Shapes and Yanyo only a point and 2 points respectively behind. Good luck to everyone. Here is question number 5. Which Scandinavian country celebrates midsummer from the Friday after the summer solstice, marked by dancing around a maypole called a midsommerstang? And I'm really glad that diacritic has worked. Denmark, Finland, Sweden or Switzerland? We are going to have a 3-way tie for the Boneyard. It's Sweden, and the only reason I know that is because of the film Midsummer, which is a weird film. Same director who did Hereditary. It's fine. Ianya was fastest, Toot was second, Shapes was third, and Mark was 4th. And for the final time this game, let's reorder the board. And those are the final scores. The Boneyard crowns and the medals associated with them go to Sotley, Colo and Riff. 18 out of 25. Great effort, you 3. Colo, I think, only missing out on being the king for maybe 2 questions the entire game, so very well played there. Zeus finishing on 14, Clive on 16, Shapes on 17. The bronze medal, just a point ahead with 18, it goes to Ianyo. Just a point ahead of that with 19, and the silver medal, it goes to Mark. But the winner by quite some way with a commendable 36 points in the final, our gold medalist on Danger Zone this week is Toot. Shite ass. 923, Samster. I did my best. You can go, what's the 1% club now? Very well done to Toot, our gold medalist, adding to the quite commendable medal cabinet I think you've got going for yourself now. Let's take a look at the Danger Zone medal table. Toot, that is your 8th gold medal in the game. Mark, that is your 6th silver medal. And Ianyo, is that your first Danger Zone medal? Could it be? Let me go and look you up in the player listings. Ianyo, it is indeed a first-time medal for Ianyo in Danger Zone, to go with your mole bronze, your 2 Google That bronze, and your 2 Hive silvers. Very well played indeed. As for Boneyard medalists, it's Sotley. First Boneyard medal in Danger Zone, to go with the Danger Zone bronze there. Collocular, to quote Emily, our AI machine. Collocular, you have got now a 5th Danger Zone Boneyard there, very well played. And Mr. Raccoon, Riff, how are you getting on? That is your 3rd Danger Zone Boneyard medal. Congratulations to all. And for everyone, points in this game are, or pennies rather in this game, are worked out by number of questions correct multiplied by 10. So however many questions you got right, multiply it by 10, that's how many pennies you will get. So including the finalists, who you can't see how many questions you got right, but it's the same metric for you guys. That's the end of the game. I'm going to go and open another bottle of Prosecco and get myself another glass because I'm a little parched. But don't go away, because when we come back, we have got the Purge as written by our newly crowned Sotley. Proofed this one myself this afternoon. A lot to like about this pack. Some very nice and subtle themes running through it, and good, accessible, friendly, all-round trivia. Oh, look, I said the word. So, yes, do stick around. If you're not subscribed, you will see some adverts for the next few minutes, but don't worry, we won't start the next game without you, and it just means new players joining won't see any pre-rolls, which is good. So, sit tight, Stay right there, and we'll be back very soon for The Purge. Many, many thanks to Oni and Adam for writing that one, and congratulations again to our winners. Thank you for taking part. Stay right there. We'll be back in a few minutes' time. And just to clarify why I've just given only 100 pennies, it's not out of the goodness of my heart. It was a joint pack, but the game can only handle a single author being written down, and it happened to be Adam. So I've manually given Oni his 100 pennies to go with that. So it's time for a little break. Let's put some happy funk music on. Well, apparently that's what it is. But when we come back, we will have The Purge as written by Sotley. It's going to be a good game. You don't want to miss it. Stay right there. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back. welcome back to the second part of DangerZone. The second part of Danger. Shut the fuck up, then. Second part of Game Night this Saturday evening, where it is time for the Purge, and I've just remembered the tradition that we have for this game. Hoping nothing breaks when I go up, bring my desk up. Maximilian, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the fam here. Hope you're well. And this pack of the Purge has been written by, it's subtly my esteemed OQL colleague. Yeah, grrr is what you need to type to come play. Very pleased to get to the quarterfinals of the plate game of OQL this week. We got knocked out by very impressive opponents, actually. One of whom, well, my team know what it was all about, but it was very funny at the time. I think Nando's also here as a member of our OQL team. So welcome, hello colleagues, lovely to have you here. Kegler Coach, welcome to the stream. GGUR, this game has got anytime entry, so if you want to join midway through, yeah, well, I was quite happy with how, because I've been sort of thinking I'm just not great most of the season, and then I think I had quite a good one. Well, it was quite nice with the round of 16. We won by 1 point. We were ahead. We had a advantage going into it. Handicap, that was the one. Handicap going into it, and we started with an 8-point lead, and we had that 8-point lead for most of the game, and then it ended up with a 1-point lead by the end. We still did win. Message from our sponsor, Puzzle Dan.
So you didn't win the sale of the Century Plate, Ben?
Oh, we didn't. Thank you for the 100 bits, Puzzle Dan. We didn't, but we gave it a good go. But in the final round, the first question was to me, and it was Robotnik is the villain in which video game franchise. I've literally got one off my shelf up there. So there's the other half of the Mario one that had come earlier on. So that was quite nice. So yeah, I felt that was good fun. Anyway. This is quite funny. I went down to open another bottle, and bless him, my white cat Ozzy is he's getting on in years. He's 10 now, 9, 10, 11, something like that, and he's we leave the window open in the orangery so the cats can sort of come and go. And Penny, she's older, she's like 13. She's still quite slim. But Ozzy is sort of podged out a bit recently. He's now so big he can't get through the window, so he has to sit by the door, meowing to come in. I've just been down to let him in. He's absolutely soaked because apparently it's raining, which I hadn't realised. But yeah, poor cat. But yeah, there we go. He's in now. Meg's off to the cinema tonight to see the new Evil Dead film. We were at the cinema last night as well, seeing the new Super Mario Brothers film, which I quite enjoyed, actually. I enjoyed it for what it was. Yeah, 23 players in so far, room for a few more. This has got anytime entry, but you can only play in the background game. If you join late, you don't get your own TV, which is what you do get if you come and join in the next minute or so by typing GGUR. I think most of us have played before. Maximilian is a new player, very welcome to the stream. Make sure over the course of the game you do whisper to Persephone's Twitch bot. Don't write your answers in public chat because they won't be processed and may be deleted by a moderator. So make sure you're whispering. It's only letters for the most part of this game, apart from 1 or 2 exceptions. So A, B, C, D, or E for the most part. But yes, whispering to Persephone's Twitch bot throughout. Quick recap of the rules. There are up to 20 questions going to be asked in the main game which have multiple choice answers. If a certain percentage of you gets the answer right, we move on to the next one. If that percentage is not hit, then the players who got the immediately preceding question incorrect or abstained are put into the Purge, and during which you'll have 20 seconds to answer a non-multiple choice question to fight for survival. If you get that question wrong, you are eliminated from the game. If you get it right, you're joined back with the rest of the players. Gameplay continues until we have had either 20 main game questions, 5 Purge questions, or we've got 5 or fewer players left. Whichever of those 3 events happens first will trigger the final Purge, which is the final of the game. So like I said, this is a pack by It's Sotley. There's a lot to like about it. I was very, very enjoyed it very much going through it. So I think we'll have a lot of fun with it. So, last call for anyone wanting to come and join. And thank you for the various subs that went out during the break, by the way. It's Sotley, thank you for gifting that sub to Jack Wilfred. Welcome back on in, Jack Wilfred. And Dragon, thank you for gifting a sub to Persephone's Twitch spot. We finally get the emotes on the bonus message, so very grateful. And Puzzle Dan for the 100 bits right there, thank you very much as well. So best of luck to you all. We've got 23 players in the game. If you're all ready for the lockdown, it's time for the Purge. I think this is a game where the bot goes a bit mental on answering the first question. It will tell you you've joined the game. It's just because it's a behind-the-scenes game, and I forgot to mute it if you're already in the game. So after the first question, the bot will probably spam the chat saying you've joined the game, but don't worry too much about it. We start with the tiebreaker question, exactly the same tiebreaker function as DangerZone. The question will have a numerical answer. You must answer without punctuation, commas, full stops, spaces, or anything else. Just a number, and this will come into play if we need a tiebreaker towards the end. It's very rare that we do, but it gets the game off to a nice start. So number answer, please. 20 seconds to get it in, and here it is. How long in minutes did Neil Armstrong spend on the surface of the moon? Noon answer BC. There we go. And there's time. 1,296 minutes in total spent on the surface of the moon. 21 hours and 36 minutes. That may or may not come into play, but if the end of the round we've got more than 5 players surviving to the end, and there is a tie in the number of questions that you've got right, which is the first tiebreaker, then you will be broken on that particular metric. So, on we go. Question number 1. Breakpoint starts at 50%, and there starts with 2 options, A or B. That's all you need to whisper to the bot, A or B. You've got 10 seconds to answer each one. 50% is the breakpoint. If fewer than 50% get it right, we trigger a purge. That breakpoint will drop every question until we have a purge, after which it will reset to what it started at, plus 10. So after the first purge, it starts at 60. After the second purge, it starts at 70, and so on. So 50% or more, hoping to get this question right. And remember, if you're not right, you won't be told. Well, you'll know, but the room collectively will not be told. So you could be saved by other players. But for how long? Let's find out. Question number 1. Options are red, blue. What is the official party colour of the UK Labour Party? And there's the bot doing its bot thing. Time. Correct answer is red. I always remember it by thinking Red Ed, as in Ed Miliband, who was leader of the Labour Party from 2010 to 2015. But yes, Tories are blue, and Labour are red. Liberal Democrats orange, SNP yellow, the Greens are green. UKIP purple, and I'm sort of running out of parties now. Let's find out how many of you were wrong. Start the meter. Hey, 13% incorrect. You avoided a purge. 2 players going for blue, 1 abstaining. We don't know who they are, but if you were wrong or abstained there, you have been saved by everybody else. 20 players getting it right. Let's go on to question 2. 40% the breakpoint, and your options are gold, silver. Aurum is the Latin name for which chemical element? And your abstention is treated as wrong, so you might as well have a guess. There's time. Correct answer. Gold, as in AU, where we get the chemical symbol from. AU comes from the Latin derivation of the word gold. Breakpoint is 40%. Let's find out, as opposed to argentum. Yes, argentum presumably is silver. Breakpoint is 40%. Let's find out how many of you were wrong. Start the meter. Always believe in your soul. 1 abstention, 1 going for silver, 21 correct, 9% incorrect in total. You have avoided a purge. Very well played. On we go. Breakpoint drops to 30%, and your options are ruby, sapphire. What is the programming language developed by Yukihiro Matsumoto in the 1990s? Time. Toot not getting an answer in that one. Sensing a theme. Yeah, there is a theme to each subsection of the game. Correct answer is Ruby, 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 Ruby. Programming language Ruby. Breakpoint is 30%. Let's find out how many of you were wrong. Start the meter. Okay, we stopped. 22%, getting a bit close. One abstention there. 4 players going for the wrong answer, Sapphire. And you can see just 5 players getting it wrong or abstaining. Bork. Says my dog. And we're getting pretty close to that break point. We have survived for now. 78% getting the right answer, Ruby. Which means we go on to question number 4. Yeah, she's just been triggered by something probably like a leaf blowing the wrong way in the street. Breakpoint drops to 20%. Question number 4. Still 2 options, and they are Pearl. Diamond. What was the surname of the broadcaster Dominic, best known for hosting Games Master? Time. Correct answer. Diamond. Dominic Diamond. That's not Mexo, is it? Dylan, is that your mummo? Hello, dear. Oh, you're back there. It's not a long time. No, I'm getting that. Are you streaming? Yeah. No. That was Mexo. I wasn't expecting it back till like 10:30 gone. I suppose it's 1:45 already, but no, it's going to see Evil Dead. They left at 7. So I wasn't expecting them back quite so soon, but yeah. Can't wait for the Heart Gold Soul Silver question. Yeah, so you might have spotted all of the options have been Pokemon pairings in this particular round. Dominic Diamond was the answer to that one. Breakpoint is 20%. Let's find out how many were wrong. Start the meter. %, incorrect. We survive again. No abstentions that time. Just 3 going for Pearl. 20 going for the correct answer. Diamond. Very well done. Let's reset and go on to the next one. 10% is the breakpoint. If we do survive this one, then there is a guaranteed purge after question number 6. This is also the last question with 2 options. After this, they will increase to 3. 10% the breakpoint. 2 options for question 5, and they are white, black. What word precedes keys in the name of the rock duo known for songs including Gold on the Ceiling and Lonely Boy? Pretty sure we had Lonely Boy at our wedding. It was on our wedding playlist. Correct answer was black. The Black Keys. And I've got nothing else to say until question number 10. Hopefully I'll remember when we get there. So if we survive this purge, we are guaranteed a purge on the next question. Let's find out how many were wrong. Start the meter. Halfway there. And busting through. Wow, 30% incorrect. No abstentions, but 7 going for white. 16 going for black. You have survived. You are not going to be involved in this purge. But 7 of you are. The 7 players who got that one wrong at the end of question number 5. We are going to our first purge. And if you were wrong, then you have to face that purge. And those 7 players are Prey, Fired, Arnfetz, Maximilian, Jack, Kegler, and BC. You are in purge number 1. You got that question wrong. This is the only time you get information about which questions people got right and wrong. Oh, you're not out yet, Maximilian. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. You can survive. You can survive this purge. All 7 of you could get back into the game if you answer this question correctly. It's not multiple choice. A full answer is required. Still whisper to Persephone's Twitch bot. 20 seconds if you get it right, you rejoin the game. If you are wrong, unfortunately, you will be purged and out of the game. But you can still continue answering questions in the background game. Incidentally, if you're not in this purge, you don't need to answer this question. These questions do not count towards your penny count in the background game. Just FYI. No need to answer. So for the 7 players who are in this purge, good luck. Here is the question. The musical Six, written by Toby Marlowe and Lucy Moss, focuses on the wives of an English king with what regnal name? Five seconds. Oh, Max just sneaking an answer in time. And there is time up. Let's see what you said and what the correct answer was. Henry. Henry was the answer. I'm going to be very generous and allow Henry. I did ask for the regnal name rather than to avoid the issue of Henry VII being condoned. We asked for the regnal name, but I can overrule this. Fired, yes. Henry VIII. Fired. We can go. Is it that one? Yeah, we'll allow that. Ardenfett said typo before the answers were shown, so I'm inclined to believe in there that should have. But yeah, the X and the V are quite close by. I'm quite inclined to believe you that. And you got the name, so we'll allow that. And Kegler Coach also saying Henry VIII. Kegler Coach, there you are. We'll allow that. King George, unfortunately, we can't allow that, Maximilian, so it really is goodbye at this point. Thank you very much for playing, and do continue to send answers to the bot in the main part of the game, because you can still earn yourself pennies, but unfortunately, for now, you have been purged. Bye. And we go on to question number 6. That breakpoint resets, give you all some breathing room. It's back up to 60% plus 10 on what it started with. And as we come to question number 6, there are now 3 options per question. So maybe a bit of a logic in this game that the options should increase after every purge. But then I suppose you don't know when the purges are coming, so it would require every question to have 5 options, which seems a bit overkill. So question number 6, 3 options. Breakpoint is 60%, and those options are Louis, Huey, Dewey. Which is the incorrect spelling of the name of a nephew of Donald Trump? Donald Duck, fucking hell. Which is the incorrect spelling of the name of a nephew of Donald Duck? Time. I'm slightly alarmed. My brain has let my mouth say that. Incorrect spelling of the name. Sorry for that. I mean, double. We were after the duck, not the former U.S. president and convict Donald Trump, alleged convict. Oh no, he's been arrested, so I suppose I can't. No, he's not been convicted yet. So he's what's the word? Indicted. Anyway, let's move on. Correct answer. Dewey, D-E-W-E-Y, I think it's spelled, not I-E yet. Yeah, right. Let's find out how many of you were wrong. Start the meter. Okay, we survived. 5 players going for Louis on that one, 1 for Huey, 3 abstentions. We're over halfway towards the break point, but enough of you got it right that we do survive. 41% getting it incorrect. Let's reset the meter and go to question number 7. Breakpoint back to 50%. 3 options, and they are Theodore, Alvin, Simon. We are the chipmunks. What is the name of the current Red Wiggle in the Australian children's music group The Wiggles? Dime. Not the same as the chipmunk. The red chipmunk is Alvin, but the red wiggle is Simon. Simon was the blue one and Theodore the green one in the chipmunks, and Alvin was the red one. But in the Wiggles, Simon is the red wiggle. Breakpoint is 50%. Let's go one at a time, just for a wheeze. How many people abstained first and foremost? Oh, I'm going to need to drop down that array, aren't I? How many people abstained? Nobody. Okay. Cool. How many people said A? Theodore. 27%. Halfway there. 6 people. How many people said B? Alvin. Oh, we survived. 45% incorrect. We've come in just under. And very well done. If you are one of the 12 who gave me Simon, 55% of you getting the correct answer and just avoiding that second purge. Well played. Let's reset the meter. As we go to question number 8, breakpoint drops to 40%. 3 options, and they are Athos, Porthos, Laros. Which of these is not the name of one of the 3 musketeers? Correct answer was Laros. Bonus 10 pennies to the first person in chat to tell me the name of the other musketeer. Thanos. Mark was there first. Aramis is the answer. Aramis. Played by Jeremy Irons in The Man in the Iron Mask. There you go. 10 pennies for you, Mark. And a message from our sponsor, We Like Shapes.
Moom, there's a man on telly with a fruit bowl on his shirt.
Moom? Oh, is this the 1% club you're on now? Nice. And D'Artagnan, yes, D'Artagnan was the leader of the Musketeers, but not one of the eponymous Musketeers from the film. 40% is the breakpoint. Let's find out how many were wrong. Start the meter. See D'Artagnan Erasure. Nice, well answered. 14% incorrect. No abstentions. 1 for Porthos, 2 for Athos. 19 getting the incorrect, or the correct answer, but the incorrect Musketeer, Laros. As we go on to question 9, 30% the breakpoint. 3 options, and they are Eagle, Canary, Magpie. Football team Norwich City shares its nickname with which bird? Time. Even I know this one as a non-football person, mainly from the 1993-94 Premier League season where we all collected stickers in primary school. The correct answer was the Canaries. They are the Canaries. The Magpies, I believe, are Newcastle United. And the Eagles... Is that Crystal Palace? Bird's Eye. What are birds? We just don't know. Who are the Eagles? They're not Crystal Palace, are they? Someone will tell me in a minute. The Magpies are Newcastle. Anyway, Canary was the correct answer. Breakpoint is 30th. Oh, it is Palace. Oh, Pog. Yeah, let's be having you. 30% is the breakpoint. Let's find out how many were wrong. Start the meter. Getting pretty close. And we're through. 36% were wrong. No abstentions again. No one going for Eagle. 8 players going for Magpie, though. That accounts for 36% of you, and that 36%, I'm afraid, are going to be in this second purge. Well done if you got that one right. Take a little breather to catch your breath. That's what a breather's for. The 8 players in purge number 2 are Clive, Dan, Natter, Mark, Yanyo, Fired, Stilgar, and BC. A full question is coming your way. You must give me the correct answer without options within 20 seconds to avoid being purged. If you're right, you get to rejoin the game. If not, you will be eliminated. Good luck. Here is the second purge question. What colour is the top stripe on the transgender pride flag? That's first in, followed by Fired, Natter, Clive, Puzzle Dan, Ianyo, Stilgar, and BC. All 8 have answered. And let's just wait for the time to drain, and there it goes. The correct answer is blue. Purple, pink, and pale. But pale blue I will allow. I'm just going to bring it up. Transgender pride flag. For anyone interested on a Google image search, it looks like that is a transgender pride flag. So pale blue I will allow, but purple I don't think so, and pink is very much one of the other ones in the middle. So Stilgar, there you are, Stilgar Ken. Let's give you that as correct, pale blue. Purple and pink, though, I'm afraid are not going to fly. What's more specific than blue? Although Stilgar covering his bases there. It does mean Clive, Five, Stilgar, BC, Ianyo, and Mark. Very well done. You have survived the purge and you get to rejoin the pack. Unfortunately, Puzzle Dan and Natter, that is a wrong answer at the wrong time, and I'm afraid thank you for playing, but you have been purged. And we go to question number 10, last one with 3 options. After this, we bump them to 4. 20 players remain. The breakpoint resets to 70%. 20 players, which means we're going to have some nice round percentages. Purge says trans rights, quite right. Some nice round percentages here, which might mean you might get a preview of what's going to happen if it goes within 5% of the purgeometer. Let's go on to question number 10. Options are Yukon, Nunavut, northwest. The most northerly point in Canada is located in what territory? Time. 70%. Quite a high break point. Correct answer is Nunavut. It's called Cape Columbia. Is the most northerly point of Canada, and it's found in Nunavut. What do we need to remind you? Just that I had a piece of trivia for you, Fernando. It's called Cape Columbia. Here's your piece of trivia, which I think is a piece of trivia I wrote. Nunavut was the answer. Let's find out how many of you were wrong. Start the meter. I'm having none of it. Ugh. Very good. Have a purge-induced honk. We're still climbing. Oh, we stopped. 60%. 8 going for Yukon, 4 for Northwest, no abstentions. 8 players, just 40% getting it right, but it's enough to survive. Well done, you 8. You've kept everyone in the game and avoided another purge. Let's go on to question number 11. We drop the meter, we add another option, and we drop the breakpoint to 60%. 60% is the breakpoint. If more than 60% of you are wrong, we are going to purge number 3. If not, we carry on. 4 options then. Question number 11, and they are Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, England. The architect Sir Clough Williams Ellis was best known for his creation of an Italianate village in which country? Time. Correct answer was Wales. Port Meirion, also known as the village in The Prisoner. And big clue for you there, Williams is a very Welsh name. There's a hymn tune, Cwm Rhondda, which is Guide Me, O Thou Great Redeemer, to those of us who don't speak Welsh. And the words were written by, and I know this because I played at a wedding earlier on today, the words were written by William Williams, the most Welsh name you can imagine. The breakpoint is 60%. Let's find out how many of you were wrong. Start the meter! Oh, timing very nicely with the sting. 50% of you were incorrect. Exactly half getting Wales, 4 going Scotland, 4 going England, 2 going Northern Ireland. No abstentions, which is nice to see. We survive, and we go on to question number 12. 4 options, breakpoint back down at 50%. Let's see what you can do with this. Options are Warman, Darkman, Damon, Hellman. Sam Raimi's first superhero movie involved an original character portrayed by Liam Neeson and known by what moniker? Time. I can think of what it's Damon. It's Matt Damon from Team America. Correct answer. Not Damon. It is Darkman. 1980 film? I looked it up earlier on when I was proofing. Maybe it was 1990 maybe. Let's have a look. 1990. I knew there was a no at the end. Darkman was the answer. And how many were wrong? Start the meter. Benefits of having worked in a blockbuster. Nice. Oh, well answered. No abstentions there. 16 of you getting the right answer. 1 going for Warman, 1 for Hellman, and 2 going for Damon. And 80% getting the right answer. Very well played. Let's go on. Question 13. 4 options. Breakpoint 40%. And your options are funnel cakes, burgers, hot dogs, donuts. What foodstuff is eaten in the 4th of July eating contest held at Nathan's Restaurant, New York? Joey Chestnut holds the record with 74 eaten in 10 minutes. Time. Correct answer. Hot dogs. Yes, it's not the current. It wasn't. It was set in about 2018, I think. 74 in 10 minutes, which is a lot of hot dogs, sausage and bun. The glizzy goat. 74 entire funnel cakes. that would be a bit much. That's a lot of funnel cakes. Let's find out how many of you were wrong. Start the meter. None of you! Very well played. 100% of you, all 20 getting the correct answer. Hot dogs. We avoid the purge. Well played. Let's move on. Question 14. Breakpoint drops to 30%. Still 4 options, and they are Latvia, Lithuania, Finland, Estonia. Suomenlinna is a fortress designed to protect the capital city of which nation? Jack, take it easy on spamming my bot. Jack, I'll time you out. Stop spamming my bot. Fortunately, it's not spamming the chat, but yeah, stop it, or I shall have you shot. Right. Stop. Couldn't think of anything funny, so I went for that. Correct answer. Finland. Suomenlinna. Suomenlinna. So have you killed? Shot at dawn. Finland was the right answer. Let's find out how many were wrong. Should we go one at a time? That'll be fun. No abstentions that time. How many people said B, Lithuania? One player said Lithuania. C was the right answer. How many people said how many people said D, Estonia? Ooh. 4 players, 20%. We are within 5%, and because there are 20 players in, we know if even one player said Latvia, we're going to purge number 3. How many players said Latvia? None! Well done, you have avoided the purge. 25% of you are incorrect. 15 players give me the correct answer of Finland, and we avoid purge number 3 for now. And a message from our sponsor, Kamikaze.
Going back to number 13, there's still a lot of contenders for tonight's Wiener. At this point, IYKWIM. Semicolon closing parenthesis.
Okay, semicolon closing parenthesis. IYKWIM, if you know what I mean, I'm assuming. Thank you very much for the 4-month subscription there, Kamikaze. Most grateful to you. Let's reset the meter and go on to question 15. Last one with 4 options. After this, the options will increase to 5. Breakpoint is at 20%. And Kamikaze, welcome to the stream. Question 15 options are Google, Nokia, Huawei, Samsung. Pixel is a brand of smartphone designed by which company? Time. I'm seeing nothing but adverts for this on YouTube at the moment on my phone. It's like, dude, I'm not going to buy a Google Pixel phone. I'm clearly watching on an iPhone, and I'm very happy with it. Breakpoint is 20%. How many of you were wrong? Start the meter. Just the one. Going for Samsung. 95% getting Google, which means we do survive, and we go on to question 16. 5 options, breakpoint 10%. We have still got potentially 3 purges to play in the next 5 questions. Let's see what happens with this one. Question 16 options are Queens, Brooklyn, Staten Island, Bronx, Manhattan. Which cocktail, traditionally made with orange juice, did the founder of Alcoholics Anonymous claim was his first alcoholic drink? Time. It's also my cocktail of choice. I've mentioned it on more than one occasion on stream. The correct answer is a Bronx. It's 3 measures of gin to 1 measure of white vermouth, half a measure of red vermouth, and I think 1 measure of orange juice, but you can sort of put as much in as you like. I put a little bit more. Shake it over ice and then double strain it. It's very nice and what I tend to drink in the summer, and the only time you'll catch me drinking gin, other than if my wife's got some gin on the go and said, oh, this is really nice, try this. Not a Long Island iced tea, not a Long Island iced tea, no, it's a Bronx cocktail, which is worth a go. The answer was Bronx. How many were wrong? Start the meter. Have we had that before? 100% of players were incorrect on that one. Yeah, Bronx is a cocktail. Bronx is a good cocktail. 2 going for Queens, 1 going for Brooklyn, 17 going for Manhattan. So at the breakpoint, I mean, if you're going to get it all wrong, when the breakpoint's 10% is as good a time as any to do it. So you can all face the Purge together. What larks. Every single player is in the Purge. If you all get it wrong, the game ends. If only one survives, the game ends. Oh my goodness, my gracious. It's time for the 3rd Purge. There are potentially 2 Purges left and 4 questions in the main game. To get it wrong. Friendly Purge. Nice friendly Purge. Good luck. 20 seconds to answer this. Fallon Sherrick and Gerwin Price are competitors in which sport? Samson's not here, is he? Sport. I came up with a theory on a dog walk the other day. A sport is a game that requires a game requires skill. A sport requires athletic prowess, physique. That's my theory on the difference between a sport and a game. Under which guise I would call darts a game. I'd probably also call snooker a game based on that logic, and I probably would consider snooker a sport. Aim is a skill. Oh, there he is. Darts question appears. Samson emerges. All sports, that's true, all sports are made up. Correct answer, as I've alluded to, is indeed darts. Oh, there's snooker. Jack said darts not a sport. The temptation is just to say, yeah, no, that's not right, but no, I'm not going to be that guy, because I said it myself. Darts, but it's not a sport. Tennis, wrestling, no answer from Kegler, snooker and rugby, all incorrect answers. Bad luck, you 5. Everyone else, well done. You've survived. You get to go back into the main game, but unfortunately, Stilgar, Kegler, Ardenfetz, Stimpson's Angle, and Riff Raccoon. It's the wrong answer at the wrong time. Thank you for playing, but you have been purged. So got a nice round number. 15 players left in play. Breakpoint resets to 80%. We've got 4 questions left in the game, each with 5 options. Could get a perfect purge pack here. It would require 10 players being eliminated on the next, or across the course of the next 2 purges, and it would require us to see both of the next purges. Not necessarily a guarantee. Oh, Shapes has given us a TED talk. There was a court case examining this, I thought, by the World Bridge, I think, Authority, who wanted to apply for Olympic inclusion. The verdict basically termed a sport was when you couldn't have someone take your turn on your behalf. That feels like a very arbitrary ruling, but it is what it is, I guess. Question 17. Options are Gothic, Classical, Baroque, Renaissance, Romanesque. What type of architecture features on €20 banknotes? Say Renaissance or Renaissance if you prefer. Time. 80% the breakpoint, pretty high. Correct answer is Gothic. Have I got anything else to say? Classical is on the €5 note. Romanesque is on the €10 note. Renaissance on the 50. The Baroque features on hundreds. Art Nouveau features on the €200 and Modern Art features on the €500 bill. We wanted Gothic. How many were wrong? Barack Obama. Start them here. Ooh, we're not getting this wrong, more than half. Ooh, 2 consecutive purges could happen. Ooh, we stopped. 73% of you were incorrect. 1 abstention there. And yeah, pretty much split the board. 3 for Romanesque, 3 for Classical, 2 for Baroque, 2 for Renaissance, 4 going for Gothic. Enough to survive going into that purge, and just that 1 abstention there, worth 7% at the moment. Let's reset the meter. 3 questions to go. Potentially 2 purges. The breakpoint is 70%. Question 18 has 5 options, and they are Miranda Cosgrove, Vanessa Hudgens, Victoria Justice, Demi Lovato, Selena Gomez. The sitcom Only Murders in the Building stars which actress opposite Steve Martin and Martin Short? Time. Correct answer. Selena Gomez. Nothing much I have to say about that, if I haven't got any more notes for the rest of the main game questions. So, Selena Gomez was the answer. How many were wrong to start the meter? Still climbing, over halfway there. More than half of you wrong. Only just more than half, 53%, no abstentions. 7 getting the correct answer. 2 going for Demi Lovato, Victoria Justice, Vanessa Hudgens, and Miranda Cosgrove. 2 on each, 13% for each of them. 47% finding the right answer. We go on. Last chance for it to be a perfect purge pack. We'll need a purge here and on the next one, and to finish with 5 players. Question 19, the breakpoint is 60%, and the options are bear, eagle, cat, snake, fish. In Aboriginal folklore, a rainbow variant of what animal is considered the creator figure? Time. Correct answer is a snake. It's the rainbow serpent. Rainbow serpent is what we wanted there. Breakpoint 60%, still pretty high. How many were wrong? Start the meter. And we stop, 47%, 1 abstention there, 3 for fish, 2 for eagle, 1 for bear. No one going for cat, 8 getting the correct answer, snake. This might be the first, but we might only be seeing 3 purge questions at this rate. We've only got 1 question left in the main game, still 2 purge questions in the bank, so we're certainly not going to see all 5 purge questions. Final question of the main game. We haven't got to question 20 for a little while. The breakpoint is 50%, starting on, or ending on what it started on. There are still 5 options and 15 players in play. Far too nice. Good luck. Options are Eden, peace, serenity, bliss, dream. What is the name of the photograph of the Green Hills, most often seen as the desktop wallpaper in Windows XP? Jack, stop spamming my bot. Seriously, please. Time. Twice is plenty. I asked you once nicely earlier on, please stop it. Twice is plenty. Breakpoint is 50%. The correct answer is Bliss. Windows XP default desktop wallpaper. It's very nice. I watched a video on YouTube the other day. Someone had it framed behind them. I think they were a Microsoft person. How many were wrong? Start the meter. Exactly a third. 33%. 10 getting bliss. And 5 going for serenity. All the others were unaccounted for. So, it's oddly you've got 2 free questions that you can take back. I quite like both of those questions as well. To use them another time for something else. Yeah, 2 very good purge questions that we're not going to see because you've all been very, very clever and only managed to get through with only seeing 3 purges, which means we need to go to the final purge in just a minute. I can't remember what happens at this point after question 20, so I'm going to show the scores before I press the button just in case it cancels it. And we'll see who is in the final. The 5 highest scorers, and if there is a tie, it will come back to that tiebreaker question we asked right at the beginning. And there we have our 5 finalists. Lupine getting 19 out of 20. Toot with 17 out of 20. Fernando with 16. Shapes and Jack with 15 each. We don't need to go to the tiebreakers. Everyone else has 14 or fewer. Mark just missing out on a place in the final. Very well done to everybody. A good high scoring game and only seeing 3 purges throughout. But unfortunately we can only have 5 in the final. If I press the button it might purge you immediately. Nope, it's going to give me a in-between screen. Just to confirm there without all the green in the background, Lupine 19 out of 20, Toot, 17 out of 20. Fernando, 16 out of 20. Shapes and Jack, 15 out of 20. Mark and BC getting 14, just missing out. Kodo with 13 there. Clive, AB, me, and Iyanyo with 12. Prey with 11, and Fire Dragon and Pyro with 10. Thank you very much for playing, but you are about to be purged. Just before we go to the final, let's take a look at the scores, because this is where everyone other than our Final Fives game ends. Those are the pennies that you are going to get paid out tonight. For the number of questions, you get 10 pennies for every question that you've gotten correct, but it only runs up to the final purge. Final purge questions are not counted towards your penny score. So those are the penny counts for the evening. Hope you've all enjoyed it. Thank you very much for playing. We need to wrap this up with our 5 finalists. Lupine, Toot, Fernando, Jack, and Shapes. It's time for the final purge. So, you have been populated in order of points from left to right. Lupine with the most, Shapes with the least. The tie between Jack and Shapes will have been resolved on the tiebreak question. So Shapes obviously further away than Jack. How it works here, you're shown half a question. Based on half a question, you have to choose whether to play or pass. If you play and are right, you can choose somebody else to eliminate, to purge from the game. If you pass and they are wrong, they are eliminated from the game, the person you pass it to. If you play and are wrong, or if you pass and the person you pass to is right, then you are eliminated from the game. No, the lobby game ends at question 20, I'm afraid, Prey, so this is just for the final 5, I'm afraid. So, you have to decide based on half a question, do you want to play or pass? If you are going to pass, please indicate who you are going to pass it to. By saying the name. It doesn't have to be exact, but something that I can read so I can manually assign the question to that player. So, Lupine, you started the final, you came into the final with the most points. First or last? F or L? Lupine's chosen to go first. Questions will therefore be asked in descending order of points, starting with the Lupine one. So, Lupine facing the gauntlet head on. Is he going to play or pass? We will find out. Lupine, you're up first. Decide whether you want to answer this question or nominate somebody else. And remember, if you do want to nominate somebody else, please do let me know who it is going to be in your response. Half a question then. Based on a poem by William. Play or pass? Passing to Nando. Fluid Fernando, this question has been passed to you, so it's between Lupine and Fernando. Fernando, if you get this one right, Lupine is out of the game. If you get it wrong, you are out of the game. Fernando, this question is for you. And Fluid Fernando, that question in full for you. 20 seconds to give me a full answer, and the question is: based on a poem by William Blake and music by Hubert Parry, which hymn shares its name with a Middle Eastern city? Saying Jerusalem, the correct answer is... And dip those feet in ancient time. Played that at the wedding today as well. Did you know that one, Lupine? Did you know it? Are you having... He's having passer's remorse. Unfortunately, that was a bad pass. Nando did get the right answer, so I'm afraid it's a bad pass. Fernando is right, and Lupine, you have been purged. Game passes over to Toot. Half question. Play or pass? Decide whether you're going to play or pass. And if you're going to pass, please do tell me who. Half-ish of a question for you then. Dear Billy. Toot's going to play it. If you get some right, Toot, you can send someone home, whoever you like. If you get it wrong, though, you eliminate yourself. Toot, this question is for you. That question in full, Toot. Here it is. Dear Billy was a season 4 episode of Stranger Things that repopularised which 1985 Kate Bush song? Running up that hill is the correct answer. I'm running up that road and I'm running up that hill. Got to number 1, didn't it? following that episode. It's good episode, good season. I enjoyed season 4 of Stranger Things. Running Up That Hill is the right answer. Toot, you have got 20 seconds to whisper to the bot the person you would like to eliminate from the game. That is the correct answer. Who's going home? Nando, you've shown your strength on that first question, and I'm afraid Toot has decided not for you. Wishing everybody Running Up That Hill a very nice deal with God. Fernando, thank you very much for playing, but you have gone on the receiving end of Toot's wrath, and you have been purged. Oh, this endgame is brutal. Jack, we move on to you. Decide whether you want to answer this question yourself or nominate somebody else. And if you're nominating somebody else, please do let me know who it's going to be. Either Toot or Shapes. Half question. The composer Tchaikovsky Jack's taking the gauntlet head on. He is going to play it himself. Jack, this question is for you. That question in full, Jack. Good luck. Here it is. The composer Tchaikovsky is best known for his very posthumous role as which character opposite David Tennant's Hamlet at the RSC? Jack saying Yorick. The correct answer is Yorick indeed. It wasn't Tchaikovsky. It wasn't. I promise. For now. Yorick is the correct answer, and that was not a typo in Tchaikovsky. That is how Andrei Tchaikovsky, the pianist and composer, styled their name. Different guy entirely. I need to shout. Jack, that is the right answer. Send somebody home, please. Now cut that out, not sorry, Toot. Made a rod for your own back with your performance. Unfortunately, Jack has sent you to be purged. Thank you very much for playing, but I'm afraid you have been purged. So, Shapes, comes down to you. Play or pass on this final question between you and Jack. One of you is going to walk away as the purged champion, and one of you is going to be purged. And Shapes, you're the one who gets to make that decision by either playing this question or passing this question. You don't have to tell me it's going to be passed to Jack, because obviously there's only one player left, so play or pass based on half a question, which is the Sword of Damocles. Ooh, a hard pass. Jack, it's coming right back at you. Jake's playing the Luigi strat. He's not answered a question in the final. He's not going to have to. Can he use it to survive the purge? Let's take a look at our purge leaderboard and see how these two fare. Purge survivors. I think both of these are first timers. So whatever happens, we're going to have a first time survivor of the purge tonight. But it's being passed. Is it going to be Jack or Shapes? The final is overrated. Jack, this question is for you. I think I've ever got a question I faced in the Purge final correct. Could pay off. A Luigi strat. We haven't seen a Luigi strat win in the final of the Purge for a little while. Both of you will be first time victors on the Purge leaderboard. Who's it going to be? Jack, it's all riding on this question. Here it is in full. Sword of Damocles is a 2018 Rufus Wainwright song decrying the behaviour of which contemporary American politician and media figure? And Donald Trump, GG Shapes. The correct answer is Donald Trump. What a punt. And Jack doesn't get eliminated on the Purge on a politics question. Wouldn't that have been something special to report home about? But yes, song by Rufus Wainwright decrying Donald Trump. That is the right answer. Very well played, Jack. Shapes, that was a bad pass. And you have been purged. H3O Charles, welcome to the stream. And after 20 questions and 4 final questions, only one player is left standing. It's the first time he's done it. Very well done to Jack Wilfred. You have survived the Purge. Argument out of range. Index was out of range. Try again. Thank you. I don't know why it does that. Argument out of range. Oh god, if I have to, it's done that before. I'm gonna have to look into that. Jack, you've survived the Purge. Well done. What you can't handle in whispering to the bot, you make up for in quiz acumen. So very well played there, sir. Bad luck to our other 4 finalists for falling at that final hurdle. The Luigi strat not paying off for shapes this week. And a clutch politics answer from Jack at the end there. I feel if that had been known to be a politics question before it came up, shapes may not have passed. To a question 20 times, yeah. No, that's definitely not what it was. But very well done, Jack. You have survived the Purge for the first time, and I am very glad to be able to take a seat, having been stood throughout that game. Let's take a look, Jack, at your medal cabinet, and indeed see that that is a first-time victory for you. It is indeed. 1 Battlefront, 2 Red Herrings gold, 1 Risky Business gold, and a Spotlight gold. But that is a Purge gold being added to your collection. Very well played indeed. I really hope that the pennies are going to write. I'll be desperately annoyed if they don't. I'm going to put them on the screen in case I have to go and do them manually so that they're there on the VOD. They normally write when the credits roll, but there's obviously a bug at the end of the final Purge. Where is that coming from? Out of range index. Let me have a quick look before I roll the credits. And we go to Spacey 4 game to wrap up the stream. What line is it coming from? Oh my god in heaven, line 1492. You can tell this is old code. That's a bracket. So, reset for final, next final question. Oh, gameplay stage does not equal 14. Jesus Christ, I have no idea what that means. Oh, and another Purge noise. Thank you very much for the follow. The Ferbster. 982. We're 18 away. Tell your friends. Welcome the Ferbster to the stream. Just in time for Spacey 4 game at the end. I'm afraid we have run the course of the Purge. What is happening in what is even happening here? Gameplay stage does not equal 14 return. Well, it's not that. So it obviously is. Purge answer mesh dot enabled equals false. Right. Ascending final. Which it wasn't. Current finalist plus plus. If current finalist is greater than finalists.count, game over equals true. Else, while finalist, current finalist.eliminator, current. Oh my god. Well, it's not a stack overflow, so it's not just doing that. Game over, check for true endgame. I'm guessing it's trying to go into there. So I'm obviously not setting game over. Because it is trying to reveal first half of final question. And there are no more questions. So game over must be flagged somewhere else? I don't know. Anyway, that's some code. Some terrible, terrible code of the Purge. But then again, I did write it 2.5 years ago. I've improved a lot since then. I'll show you some more recent code at some point. Right, Jack, you survived the Purge. Thank you very much to It's Sotley for a delightful pack of the Purge there. You got 2 free Purge questions left over there, Liam. You can use them in another game in the future, I am sure. But that is it for the Purge. Hopefully the medals and the pennies will write as expected, but Jack is our survivor, making it through to be the last player standing. Thank you all very much for playing. Stick around for Spacey 4 game coming up after the credits. Thanks again to Liam, and congratulations to Jack. You have survived the Purge. Please roll the credits. Well done to Jack there, survivor of the Purge. It does look like the data's been written to the drive, which is good. Let's have some Purge pennies, replete with emotes. Yay. Oh, generous bot is generous. 91. Grab your Purge bonuses right here. If I put the camera back on. What are we doing? Spacey 4 game? Yeah, why not? Haven't played it for 3 weeks. Thank you all very much for joining tonight. I hope you had a good time. What a great evening it's been. Lovely questions earlier on from Shadowmane for Battlefront. Well done to Ardenfets on winning that. Some good DangerZone banter then as well from Alex and Adam. And well done to Toot on taking the gold medal there. And then some... Why is this in Unity 2019? You know what? Never mind. And then some really lovely Purge action from It's Hotly, and very well done to Jack on winning that game there. We're going to do Spacey 4 game to wrap up the evening, and I will do the continuity while we're doing that. I'll give you a few more seconds to claim those pennies. That could be closed now. And... Huh. I'll read that in a minute. Really interesting article just appeared on Twitter. I still look at Twitter occasionally. Right, let's stop that bonus right there and give you a chance to win some mega bonuses as we play Spacey 4 game. Left to right. I was going to do continuity, wasn't I? What is going on? Has Ash updated the schedule? Not yet, but he will presumably be back next week. I know Million Dude Drop isn't a million miles away. Oh, no data was returned. Ash, has your channel disappeared? Let me add left in while I'm at it. Yeah, go give Ash a follow. He does equally fun trivia, possibly even more fun trivia, on Wednesday and Friday evenings at 8 PM GMT over at twitch.tv/80_bash. Go give him a follow. You can also go and follow our great friend Topper1 Gaming. Topper is here on Thursday evenings with lovely fun trivia stuff, and his next stream on Thursday the 6th of April. No, it's not going to be that. It's going to be Thursday the 27th of April. Oh, well, let's just watch what happens. Oh. Rip. Right, well done. 240 pennies going to the winner of this one. Topper's back Thursday, the 27th of April, with Strike It Lucky, Checklist, and Elimination. That sounds like a very good stream and not one to miss. So do go give Topper a follow as well. As for me, I'm back next Saturday evening for the penultimate stream of Season 10. I'm starting to... I say starting to. I have pieced together Season 11... and what that's going to contain. I'm going to take a bit of a break, and I will tell you more about Season 11 after Spacey 4 game. Well done, Left Players, you've survived. But 2 more streams in Season 10, and next week it is going to be Plinko the Quiz by Fired. Plinko by Fired. A lot to look forward to there. We've got Data Leak by Arun, and we've got Google That by Proogs. So a nice mixture of lighter quiz. All be very serious tonight. Battlefront, DangerZone, and the Purge. Next week, Plinko, Data Leak, and Google That. It doesn't get much lighter, does it? So make sure you come along for that next Saturday, the 29th of April, at the usual time of 8 PM BST. And we're down to 3. Fernando, Dan, and Arden Fetz, our last remaining 3. Yeah, the season finale is in 2 weeks' time for no reason whatsoever. Season finale, it was going to be just before Easter, and then I sort of lost Tuesdays a little bit. So season finale is in 2 weeks' time, Saturday the 6th of May, and that is going to feature Crossfire by Natter, The Mole by Shapes, and The Abyss by Ramsey. So lots of things to look forward to over the next 2 weeks here on Game Night. The Mole, it will be the last time we see the Mole for a little while. Let's just see what happens here. Down to Fernando and Dan for the 240 pennies. But yeah, the Mole will not be coming back in Season 11 following the recent survey. It didn't seem to set the airwaves on fire, which is a shame. I enjoy the Mole, but Can't argue with numbers. So that's the season finale, as well as the penny prize draw and anything else I decide that I'm going to show off at that particular point. Saturday the 6th of May, 2 weeks' time, Saturday at 8 PM BST. But before that, next week, Plinko, Data Leak, and Google That by Fired, Arun, and Proves. A lot to look forward to there. We're not going for the chaos ending. We are going to have a winner here. And it is going to be... Puzzle Dan! You have won 240 pennies. Very well played. And there we go. Added to drive. Refresh. Good. Do you want to go again? We'll go one more, and then I will talk about Season 11. I've done the continuities. Yes, Plinko, Data Leak, and Google That next weekend. Left or right, we'll go again. And then I will talk a little bit about Season 11 before I let you go. I say let you go. You can go whenever you like. But I'll talk a little bit about what's coming up in Season 11. Right, up to 190 so far. I really must get another drink. Start bringing bottles up here. Evidently what I need. Ack. Oh, hello, Topper. 200 pennies to the winner. Unless anyone else wants to join in the next 15 seconds. And it's the rights that drop. Oh, I get to go to round 2. Cool. Right, 200 pennies going to the winner of this game. Come on, balls, fall down. Okay, just stay there. They'll drop next time, hopefully. It's extra balls in the machine, I guess. And just a reminder, I have no idea which one it's going to pick. It doesn't make a decision until it reaches 0. It doesn't actually pick left or right until it hits 0, so it's not predetermined. And it's the rights that drop in, leaving Natish, Stilgar, Pyro, Kamikaze, and Kegler battling it out for the 200 pennies. And excellent, the balls have all been ejected this time. Left or right? And that's everyone in, so I'm going to speed it up. Down to 2, Pyro, Pygmy, and Kamikaze. 200 pennies coming your way. One of you is getting 200 pennies coming your way. Who's it going to be? Or are we going to go for the chaos ending? Pyro's gone left. Cam? We are going to have a winner. And it is going to be... Pyro Pygmy winning 200 pennies. Very well played there. And they should have been written to your penny bank now. Hurrah and huzzah. Right. Well played. Extra pennies going out there. Season 11 then. Current plan, and I will publish the full schedule in due course. But here's what I've got planned. Season finale, 6th of May. That's 2 weeks' time. Crossfire the Abyss and... No, Crossfire the Mole and the Abyss on the 6th of May. I am then taking a few weeks off. I will be off for 3 weeks. So no streams on 13th, 20th, or 27th, I think, are the dates of May. But I am then coming back on paper the 3rd of June. Hub quizzes in the plans. Hub quizzes? What's a hub quiz? H-U-B. Is that hands-on buzzers? That's Hob, possibly. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you mean, Lucio. Can you confirm what you mean? Oh, Chai Hub. Oh, blimey. Not at the moment. I haven't got any Z quizzes at the moment either. Are you local then? Lucio Radio, welcome. The Hub is the other bar on the University of Chichester, where I host the pub quiz. Yeah, no, not at the moment, but I need to talk to the powers that be about next academic year, possibly. Stuff and things, maybe, but yeah. So, what was I on about? Yeah, season 11, 3rd of June is the tentative start date. I have got a gig that day in Guildford, which isn't exactly on my doorstep. Depending what time I get away from there, I mean, I'm anticipating getting away about 6, which should get me home for 7, which means stream at 8 should be fine. There is a small chance that I may push it back a week. But we are bringing back a couple, or at least one game that got put into semi-retirement. Risky Business is going to be coming back, and that is going to be in the season opener, which is great to see. So I need to do some maintenance on that. But yes, Risky Business is going to be coming back next season. Other games that are going to be on the docket next season, there's going to be one single game of Bidding War next season. Just one. There's going to be one single game of Hacker next season. There is going to be one single game of Red Herrings and one single game of Spotlight over the course of the whole season. I've tentatively penciled in 2 Battlefronts, 2 Crossfires, 2 Risky Businesses, 2 Danger Zones, 2 Data Leaks, 2 Cryptexes, 2 of the Purge, and 2 of Google That. We've got 3 Plinkos, 3 Distinctions, 3 Escape Artists, 3 of the Abyss, and 6 Buzz-Offs. There is going to be a Buzz-Off tournament next season. Details will be forthcoming in due course. I'm currently doing maintenance to the old build of Buzz-Off. As Score is saying, there are no new games going to be forthcoming due to a conflict of interest with my new job. It's not really possible for me to create new formats anymore due to the privileged information I get access to months in advance of TV shows airing. So I won't be making new formats, but I have got permission to run old games. And so I'm sort of going back and doing a bit of window dressing on some old games. So Buzz-Off will have a brand new look, even if it is going to be the same game under the surface. It's going to be a lot prettier, though. I'm going to try and add some audience element to it, because it is going to be a very limited tournament. I'm limiting it just because of the restrictions. Bearing in mind, Season 11 is going from the 3rd of June to the 9th of September. That's Season 11. And that's all I've got room for. 3rd of June to the 9th of September. And I've only got room for 6 Buzz-Off streams, 2 of which will have 2 games for a total of 8 Buzz-Off matches, which is 8 games. So 4 in the first round, or effectively the quarterfinals, 2 semi-finals, 1 third place playoff, and 1 final. So that's going to be the Buzz-Off, and the semis and the final will be on the same stream. But I'm only going to have 8 players, to which end there will be some element of... Now I know who you are. Welcome to the stream. Great to see you, Lucio. I hope you're well. Yeah, there's. I think the manager was slightly worried about attendance and covering fees and stuff. So and covering expenses for bar staff and whatnot. So I think he may have pulled the plug on them for the rest of the academic year. But keep your eye on the ZBAR website and Facebook and whatnot. Info will be on there. But I'll be here on Saturday nights either way. Well, next 2 weeks at least. So yeah, season's going from start of June to 9th of September, and that's literally all that there is time for. I am also accounting for that there is going to be a mid-season break, because I'm going to be in Cyprus for 2 weeks. Well, 10 days, but 2 Saturdays, from the 15th of July to the 25th of July. So there are going to be 2 Saturdays missing in the middle of July. So that is what is going to be... there are going to be Buzz-Off qualifiers. And that is going to... Where did I say they were going to happen? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I thought that was going to be on the 10th of June. But I'm now thinking I might have fucked up my scheduling. Because that is... 1, 2, 3... Oh no, there's 3, 4... 5, 6, 7. There's 3 where there's going. So okay, there's going to be 9 games of Buzz-Off, across 6 different streams. So 3 of them will be doubled up and 3 of them will be single, including the Buzz-Off qualifiers, which on paper are tentatively scheduled for the 10th of June. 10th of June that week. No, I'll tell you why that doesn't make sense, because I'm looking at my planning tab. I need to look at my schedule tab. Right, no, ignore me completely. Buzz-Off playoffs are going to be in place of a warm-up. There's going to be no warm-up on the season opener. We're going to hit the ground running on the 3rd of June with Buzz-Off the playoffs. Then, 10th of June, 24th of June, 8th of July, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. The last quarterfinal will be on the 29th of July. So 7 Buzz-Off streams. And then the 2 semis on the 19th of August with the finals on the 9th of September. That's the plan. Going to be... that sucks. That's where they're planning to be. Season opener, it seems a good place as any to do them. And it's going to be a live qualifier rather than a pre-recorded qualifier. So that's the plan, just to forewarn everybody. 3rd of June Buzz-Off qualifiers. But yeah, it's going to be limited to 8 players. And I need to talk to people to figure out exactly what the qualifying procedures are going to be. But yeah, that is the plan. I was going to take my birthday off. My birthday's a Saturday this year, which is the 26th of August, 2 weeks before the finale. But I've got some secret stuff planned for that stream. So I am going to stream on my birthday, the 26th of August, with top secret stuff going on. Which I'm enormously excited about. So mark that one in your diary. Saturday, 26th of August, my birthday party stream. It'd be lovely to have you here for that. So yeah, that's pretty much the shape of Season 11. Buzz-Off tournament is going to be running through, but it's going to be a very limited tournament, so you're going to need to be there on the 3rd of June. Yeah, that's how I'm going to do it. It's just the only way of being able to do a major tournament in a season with the limited number of streams that we've got and the number of games we want to get in. You notice that there's a number of games that aren't going to be featuring next season, things that haven't made the cut. The Pyramid, not yet coming back. I would like to. It's not dead yet, but not next season. Moneybox isn't yet coming back. The Hive is going to be taking at least a break. Order didn't seem to set the world on fire. It was the last original I made, albeit a warm-up, so that's not coming back just yet, but maybe I'll give it another chance in the future. Dealer's Den, again, didn't seem to set the world on fire, so that one's not going to be coming back anytime soon. Showdown, Deciphered, Set Game. The Mole and the Bridge as well, also not making the cut. I was a bit sad about the Mole, because I really enjoy the Mole, but I do recognise it's a hot seat focus game and it's a little bit slow paced. So like I said, can't argue with numbers. So I've made some fairly tough decisions, but I have managed to squeeze a limited tournament in and got hopefully a lot of your favourite games into the season. But I'm not giving everything parity. So like the Abyss and Distinction and Escape Artist has got 3 of each, whereas things like Red Herrings and Bidding War have only got 1. So did the best I could with the schedule with the time that we've got, and save as either that or extend the schedule out even further, and it's already turning into quite a long season because of the tournament, because of the mid-season break and so on. So yeah, that's season 11, 3rd of June. It might end up starting a week later. Depends what happens with this gig on the 3rd of June. I'm meeting a couple over Zoom tomorrow where I'm going to chat with them a bit more and hopefully get a bit of a clearer idea of what's going on. I don't really want to bring it closer if I can't stream on the 3rd of June. It seems weird to have a season opener and then have a week off. It sounds so if I'm boring you, feel free to leave. You know, I'm not tying you to your chair. But yeah, I might. I don't really want to bring it forward. I really want to take a bit of time off just to focus on some other things and, you know, get Buzz-Off prepped and so on. But no one is forcing you to be here. No one is forcing you to play these games. I just thought I'd do an exposition dump once the games are over. So, you know, just to give you an idea of my thoughts of where I'm at. I do know I can't go on. So, yeah, there is a small chance that season might more likely be pushed back a week. But, yeah, it's not set in stone yet. I'm going to figure this stuff out. I famed out a bit. Linda Rowan asked for more royalties this time. Not that I've heard. I figure I can just keep using the same tracks. I've sort of paid for it once, and that's kind of all you need, I think. I guess. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up there. I need to go get myself another drink and then probably get to bed, to be honest. It's getting on a bit. Thank you! Yes, you're getting episode titles. Definitely getting episode titles and custom buzzers. That's definitely a thing. Yeah. thank you for playing tonight. Thank you to all our writers, to our proofing team, to everyone for playing, and to all of our winners, very many congratulations. Hopefully all that data will be added to the website, which you can go and check at... do I type that? No. Oh, okay. I'll type the URL. Persephonesshare.com/pennies. There you go. So you can go and check your pennies. I'll update that as soon as the stream ends. Yeah, thanks again. It's been really good fun. I'll be back next week with, what did I say? Plinko, Data Leak, and Google that. Very much looking forward to it. Until then, is there anyone to raid, first of all? I'm not sure there is. It's quite late on a Saturday. Doesn't look like it. We'll leave the raid off tonight. So, have a fabulous rest of the weekend. Have a really good week next week. Thanks for playing again. You've been watching Game Night. I've been Royal Flush. And until next time, be splendid and wonderful and marvellous and safe as always. Take care of yourselves out there. Peace out and good night.